Hello, everybody. Whoa. Why am I... Oh, that's better. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Hello, everybody. I clicked the wrong thing. New buttons, new stuff like that on OBS. Hi. How are we doing out there, guys? How we feeling? What's up, squad?
We are recovering, but we are ready to move forward.
Yeah.
I'm ready to fall into another trap.
Is that so?
New trap, who dis?
No, it's my turn.
Oh God, no! I don't think anybody needs any more traps up to this point. Not like that. That would be a whole lot. I hope you guys are. I hope you're well rested. You know, it's been a little bit. I looked at my notes. My notes were last dated April 16th, so it's been a little while. It's practically been a month since I last note took, and that's okay. That is a-okay. So it's good to see you guys. I've seen a lot of you intermittently from game to game or event to the moment. I mean, I just saw Jackson like 4 or 5 days ago in Call of Cthulhu. And that's fun. That's what a fun game. You guys are missing out if you're not able to check that out, but I'm having a blast with it. Either way, let's talk about what happened last time we played.
Well,
what do you guys remember?
The short version, we started off, Carter was exploring a couple new kinks, like choking, orgies, and getting stabbed with long, hard objects that deny him breath. After that, we took a quick, awkward nap with a lot of stilted, uncomfortable conversations, and then we went exploring. That's the short version.
Okay. Let's talk about what that looked like independently, because the short version was well, it was Kempt. It was real close. What did things look like I want to know from Carter's perspective. How was Carter dealing with Jizzadarun?
There was a play. There was someone on the stage that was like, "You shouldn't do that," and I was like, "Not do," and then I didn't get to finish the sentence because a thing came out, stuck its fingers in my mouth, and yoinked me underneath the stage.
Yeah.
Then my friends came to save me, and I was like, "Yay!" And then my friends almost killed me, and that wasn't fun.
True. Yeah. What an awesome way to jumpstart a session. There's nothing quite like being choked out. With fingers in your mouth for someone to then run a sword through you. That's intense.
It's fine. Aaron being former guard, he doesn't negotiate for hostage situations. He just removes the hostage.
There's no situation if there's no hostage.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So recovery was on the table. It was there. You were square, right? You kind of bounced back. There were a few terse moments between the party. You guys had a lot to say about like what it means to be careful and how maybe responsibility should be something a bit more transparent that people should discuss a bit more often, I think. And how do you think that like landed, right? When I know that Rowan, he specifically had some things to say.
Yeah, because arguably the person with the most training but least experience did something like that, where he should have been trained like, hey, don't swing your sword in this situation. Don't do this in this situation. He's a guard.
Yeah, it's true. Aaron had some personal feels about it. How was he feeling?
Like shit.
He wasn't feeling great.
Yeah.
Because Rowan's words were absolutely right, but it's also, I feel the dice played the story, and it was very Aaron mistake to make, because he does have a lot of training, but he doesn't have a lot of experience. And I'm sure somewhere in there, it's like he was told something about fighting in dim lighting conditions or darkness, but like that doesn't come to the forefront of anyone's mind, no matter how much training you received when it's happening.
Yeah, I mean, there is something to be said that regardless of the amount of training that you have, you can run ops on everything and still find yourself at opposition with the 6 seconds. It's oftentimes how long a single round will last is 6 seconds, and those are very challenging, very hostile, and oftentimes violent when it comes down to initiative rolls. That being said, I can see that everybody's made it out. Maybe your spell slots are a little more limited right now. Perhaps your patience is beginning to thin, and that's sort of the nature of the beast, right? That's what this place is doing to you. It's whittling away at your resources, your sanity, your composure. But that's what dungeons do. Dungeons aren't just there to let creatures and beasties attack you. They claim you. They take you one by one and add you to their menagerie, if you will. Their own gallery of self-implied rogues to attack anyone else that might be willing to step foot in the halls. You are the opposition to this place at the moment. There is something wholly unique and beautiful about how well it's working for the enemies, for the villains. And you guys can't afford that. Not only is it something that is challenging to the town, but it challenges your morals. People's consent are being removed, children are being taken, and you believe that there is some sort of, I think you guys mentioned several times that there might be some sort of like slave trade beneath the city.
Mm-hmm.
We sort of found that out when we met the skulker, the one that doesn't belong to whatever's going on.
Yes, so Sora made a friend.
Yes.
Friend is an interesting term in this situation and regard. I don't necessarily think it was a friend as much as it was
Indifferent.
Yeah.
Well, you know, she met somebody that speaks the same language.
That didn't immediately try to kill us. And said Skulker was very clear that it's not a dwarf-like individual doing this, that it's a dwarf specifically, and they specifically called it out that it's a dwarf that's below in charge of this, which was one of the big takeaways from what he talked about with us.
Do you think it's a dwarf like Solsora?
No. Maybe. I think Solsora probably still thinks about it because of how close it is. But Solsora specifically asked the dwarf. It was if it asked wow, I can't speak.
It's okay. The skulker?
The skulker specifically about if it was a dark dwarf, and they specifically said dwarf again, and they were very clear about it. So I don't think Solsora knows what to make of it quite yet.
Yeah.
Well, they called you a Dwargar, directly.
Correct.
So they used a different word for you.
Correct.
That's true. That's very
Which
true.
is the other reason why Solsora's kind of thinking that it's a dwarf.
And, you know, it fits in sort of with our little prophecy, though I don't understand how a dwarf can be half a dwarf, so. Unless maybe he's got like a peg leg or something.
Or he's mixed bred.
We didn't quite touch on this. This is a little bit earlier than where we are in the recap, but when Solsora was helping heal Carter, Aiden found who we don't know for sure, but we think is one of the missing people dead.
Okay.
Or fit the bill of one of the missing people.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. Do you guys have a name for said missing individual?
I knew you were going
Yep.
I know it was the minstrel. I don't remember his name.
Minstrel was Timber Calivan, a 25-year-old human male.
And this person definitely fit the bill. How long have they been missing?
50 plus days ago. They disappeared 52, but I don't know the time frame. So almost 2 months.
What is unique about this skulk that you met? Was there anything that stood out about them?
He didn't flicker. He was basically transparent, except for the blood on his fingers, I think he described it as.
Yeah, if Aiden had to speculate, he'd say maybe he's suffering from the vanishing. I mean, because according to when we quizzed Solsora, skulks don't normally look exactly like that, and judging by what we saw with the people ambushing us, they flickered, they disappeared in and out, but they weren't just see-through glass-like. So
true. Very true. Okay. Were there any notable finds when you were going through the rooms the last time? Did you guys find anything of significance?
Found a lot of art.
You did find some art, yeah.
Behind a double illusion.
Okay. So you found a little bit of artwork. Anything else?
A chest with the stuff, I think we said. I don't know if we said that already, with the cloak and the book.
Yeah, under
and
the
the wand.
stage.
And the key.
Okay, yeah, the key. What made you? What is this key? Tell me a bit more about it.
The key opened a door that we tried a few doors, but ultimately the key matched the door that had similar runes on it. Even though none of us speak Gnomish, it's easy enough to put two shapes together.
Yeah. You did a little matchmaking. It took a few moments, but you figured it out. You got through it. I believed. Are the cards okay? So you stumbled through. You managed to find a few rooms, a bit of combat, but survival is still on the table. Again, you find your resources beginning to dwindle. You did rest, but challenge is ever present. You don't feel necessarily like you are deliberately being attacked to be removed. You're under the assumption that you're being attacked so that they could gauge your capability or weaken your resolve. It only lends to the fact that there might be a bit more of a slave trade that's operating in this place.
Mm-hmm.
How much more valuable do you think you would be than a series of children?
A lot more.
I mean, it depends on the customer.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron's basically still a child. Like, granted, he's 30, whatever, whatever.
I'm 39.
39. There you go.
Yeah, that's
39
young.
years old.
That's young.
Yeah, but 21 of those years don't.
My knees hurt.
21 of those years got eclipsed for us in the span of 7 days.
True.
So even though technically he's 39, this is a 17 boring 18-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm.
It's yep.
Carter
You're
might
not
also
wrong.
be a kid. He's listed as non-applicable for his age.
We don't know what Carter is.
Well, we think Carter would probably get the most, in the slave trade just because he's pretty and he's shiny.
And he's thick. That's what we determined last time. He's thick.
Well,
Very thick.
it kind of restructures that whole incident with him getting grabbed, because him getting pulled through that hole, we all could fit through the hole because he's the biggest one of us.
Yeah. See, that does change things a little bit.
Yeah. We got to keep in mind he's the thick boy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all right. These things happen,
That's right.
Can't take that back.
That's right.
To be fair, I also bumped his weight up because I knew I was going to take the trait that made me made of metal when I was putting that in.
That makes sense. And I'm not mad about that either. So, how did our session end last time?
Rowan went down the hole.
Yes, as seems to be our party's want, we have to explore every pit we encounter the hard way.
That's right.
It's the fastest way.
I don't think Rowan wanted to explore the hole. I think Rowan just kind of ended up in the hole.
It was a
And
subconscious urge.
And now Rowan's less wanting to explore said hole and more worried that we're gonna crush him in the hole by trying to get him. Which
now
is
I'm
what
out of
we're
the hole.
attempting.
Yeah,
Well, he's out
we
of
got
the
him
hole
out.
now.
Yeah.
What we were attempting to do at the time.
Correct. Yeah. So that's true. You guys are avid spelunkers. That's what I've discovered. You are quick to dive into these situations, and that's good. You
We just don't quite have the character that would be proficient in this category of.
There are not my
exploration.
points in a climb.
Most of us are like, we're just going forward, and then
I
we
have
fall,
a plus
so.
7 to climb, so
Yeah, the who knew the power of a rogue in a dungeon?
Who would have guessed
Never once discussed in the history of gaming ever.
it? Not a singular rogue was found this day.
Which is fine. It's fine. I think you
it
guys
has
are,
been
you're rolling with the
decided.
punches.
Whoever dies comes back as the rogue.
What this really shows me is that you guys have found a way to get around not having a rogue by making your group thick as hell.
That's the only other way to do it.
Yeah. You have the power of soak. If you're
I
able to
did
soak a
shove my
vast
way.
amount of damage.
I did shove my way through a door of blades. So, listen,
That's true, you did. That's true. Some would say that was really stupid. It's me, I'm some. But in this case, you managed. And you know what? That takes a lot of wherewithal. A lot of gumption. I'm proud of you. Okay. Well, with that being said, is there anything you think that I missed? Anything worth note?
Let me look at my notes real quick. Did we talk about Carter healing like the angel?
No, I don't think we did. I don't think we did talk about that. I don't think we mentioned much in regards to your skin changing and
His skin
the
changed,
healing.
yeah. And then when Aaron pulled his sword out, the skin tried to repair itself just like the angel. And when the sword was coming out, it sounded like metal on metal.
Yeah.
So Carter's got a lot of shit going on.
He healed very unnaturally.
I'm
Yeah.
far more valuable than that sword. I'm made of silver.
That's right.
And just
It's a
as a
family
reminder,
heirloom.
what's your class again?
Oracle.
Yeah, thickest oracle that's ever existed. It's crazy. Honestly.
I've max rolled all of my rolls for hit points. I'm very thick.
I mean, and that's of course just another paradox for Carter because he's made of silver, but the metal associated with Palor is gold.
That's
Yes.
true. I love the fact that you're the combat wizard. When you cast a spell, you just cast fist. And it works. It's
Cast
working for you.
Morningstar.
Yeah.
Just
No,
folding
it's
people
funny.
in half.
I had an option for a spell that is literally just me casting fist. I enhance my fists and beat the shit out of people.
Oh
the
wow.
problem with Aiden is every time he casts a spell, just some random shit happens out of nowhere.
Yeah, and it's surprising how many times
Teleportation.
the source of this random shit is members of his own party.
I didn't do it. Don't look
Shits
at me.
and
This
giggles.
is not my fault.
I didn't use wild magic yet this month.
This month.
This is the
This
first
month.
session we play this month, chat, just so everyone knows, in case you
You do
haven't
have
been
wild
around
magic up.
recently. This is the first session we play this month.
Yeah, we got two
Don't let
more.
me fool you.
We got two more. You might want to save them. I mean, unless you want to push your luck, I'm not mad about it. I'm not handling. We are closing the gap. It's hard to believe, guys. We are closing the gap on 20 sessions already. That's insane. That is insane.
Saying that he's still playing with all 5 of us.
What-
That's
yeah,
the really
well,
insane
yes.
part, to be honest with you. None of us have gotten kicked out yet.
We're in it for
I'll-
the long haul.
I'll put it this way: the only good thing about wild magic is it doesn't consume a spell slot. That's all.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, we've only used one of our Aegises so far. It's crazy.
and that was
And that
willingly.
and that was voluntary. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was actually that was known and voluntary.
Dude,
Yeah.
We're thick.
that's
We're gonna
the
keep our
thing.
agencies.
That's the thing. Like, the only person who's not is Jen's character.
Is
Everyone
Aiden.
else here has. I'm pretty sure everyone is sitting around 40 to 50 hit points.
I mean,
Not
Not
much.
me. If it matters, not me.
honestly, for a spellcaster, I actually have a pretty good amount of hit points.
Yeah. You guys,
I mean-
you're doing all right. The kids are gonna be all right. I think. Gonna be all right. We'll see. We'll see what the dungeon has in store. Then I think, without further ado, I think we establish what has happened. We set our scene and see exactly where our players are right this moment. As the tensions rise around you, Carter, you have just found your way from a very dangerous situation, a trap designed to eliminate lesser foes. But you're different. To say that you're just different is, I think, underselling the experience. You may not be from this particular area, or in this case, due to the timey-wimey nonsense from this time. But what has become transparent is that you were meant to endure. You've shown time and time again that adversity finds you and you meet it with great strides. Your skin hardens, your limbs lengthen, your sight changes for every scenario. You are adaptable, to say the least. Another person, if they had fallen in this same trap, may not have survived. Let's just be real. They may have not survived. But you're quick to climb. You pack light. You don't really have a tremendous amount of equipment. So you're maneuverable. Again, adaptable. But as you've climbed from this trap, from this pit in the floor, Your allies assisting, pulling up with every turn, trying to combat the way that the floor is attempting to engage and reopen, letting you fall, with the potential of it breaking through the hemp cable. You come out, and you look upon your peers. They're not happy to be here, but everybody understands what is before them. It's more than just some sort of job at this point. It is a moral obligation. You're not sitting at a crossway of, is this the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do? No, you feel that your sense of obligation goes beyond that at this point. There are too many people that lie below, waiting for any kind of hero. And yes, there is guaranteed pay. Yes, you were promised accolades. But it's more than that. And while the others, you see to each of them, and they have their reasons for being here. Maybe it's for the children. Maybe it's for the rapport. Maybe it's for the respect. Perhaps it's for the money. That's not it for you. You were led here. You had a job, a mission, a direction, if you will, and it led you to this place. You were told you will know it when you see it. And the few times that you have been led courtesy of this prophetic guise, it's brought you to this place. Jazzadarun, a gnomish stronghold beneath the city, forgotten for decades, which may be home to some sort of ailment, a magical disease that you believe was called the Vanishing. And though you see no one down here so quick to be friends with, you are surrounded by comrades. But for how long? How long will they remain in that position? What will be the tie that binds? When will they break? Rowan, you've not really had a lot of people before. This is probably the closest you've had to kinship in a long while. That ache lingers in the back of your mind for a while of, maybe I should divulge a bit more. Maybe they can keep eyes or sorts for some of the things that I'm looking for, or perhaps my maiden will call upon me the way that she has previously. Maybe it's something you say for another time. You look to the others. They are not quite distraught, but happy to see you back here, risen to the surface. Are there any shared words?
Welcome back.
I should have had my pole out, although I don't know if it would have helped with this trap. I apologize.
Actually, no, the pole wouldn't have helped. We had to put a considerable amount of weight on it, and while the pole would probably be good for detecting, light traps or tripwires or that sort of thing, it would not have did this. So you actually needed, at least half a body's worth, if not more, of weight in order for the cantilever to engage and throw it open.
Yeah, we're just happy you're still in one piece after all that.
You need any healing?
Let's save that for in case we run into any more chokers or anything. I'm fine for now.
None of us specialize in this, so we'll all just have to keep a little bit more of a watch on where we're walking.
No, the real question is, do we want to turn back, or now that we know this trap is here, continue forward without being...
Well,
I think they would put a trap in front of where they don't want you to go, so might want to try to find a way around this corner.
I mean, it's 10 by 10, if you just kind of hop across the corner, unless there's another trap right there on those stones, it's probably not. But that's why I'm putting the giant T on this 10 by 10 foot section.
All right, well, Rowan's gonna reach around the corner with his 10-foot pole and whack those tiles to make sure there's not another trap after the trap. Okay.
You do. You place the 10-foot pole out. You kind of outstretch and slap a few times on the ground, and it seems, for all intents and purposes, just fine. But you know that this bit of floor also required some weight to it.
Yeah. Oh. You ready to get me again? And he's gonna hop over to here and see if it's safe.
Give me an acrobatics. You don't need a lot. I just want to see if you can just clear it with ease. You do. That's fine. I really just needed to see that you broke 5. It's just a hop. You literally like turn even sideways and just kind of hop across. And when you land, there's some small part of you that believes that this is going to go belly up really, really fast. But as you leap there and you land, you brace yourself for impact. Nothing happens.
I'm gonna move forward out of the way, keep using the pole, and let them jump across.
I will attempt to jump across.
Aiden, you put the Jen, you put that T.
Do you have like paint or something on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
You got
No,
chalk
no,
or anything?
No,
Yes,
like,
yes, I did.
Okay.
At the end of last session, I
he did say that at the end of last session. That's like one of the few things I remember from last session.
maybe then you could mark the walls with the chalk so we know which way we went, unless you could remember everything.
well, I have been marking the corners of the
Okay.
tunnels we took.
Okay, cool.
Out of character, I mentioned that back when we first entered into Jezadrun, but it may have been forgotten in the.
Oh yeah, there's been a lot more that's happened up to this point. Also, that's a note where you think I'm going to remember that, and I'm not. You guys should be map making on your own. I did all the hard work with help a little earlier.
Remember the notes from April 16th. So
I remember for the most part where we went.
If you want to make that little leap there, I want an acrobatics from everyone's going to do it. You don't need a lot. I just need to make sure you guys break 5.
just as an order's sake, so Sora is not jumping over till Aiden's over, but Aiden already made it. So.
Yeah, and
Carter jumped behind me like second.
Aaron will jump
that I
last.
assisted him and I caught him.
Of course. I don't even need that. You just like reach back. So far, like he has been in trouble at most turns. You know, he's pretty
It's amazing.
he's like a peril magnet, to be honest.
This is why my god abandoned me.
I was gonna say the first thing of Carter's that's from Cauldron was a note that ended up being fake. So I'm not saying Peril's following him, but like it's been here the whole time.
It's almost like half my amulet is of a trickster god or something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a door down this corridor, and then there's a big room ahead of us.
Another fountain ahead of us.
From here, can we see? We can see if that's a gear door, right? From here.
The door on your right?
Yeah.
I think from where you are, yes, you can see that. And based on the symbols that are on the door itself, it does not match the key that you have.
Okay. We're gonna go forward then.
Straight to the middle.
Keep whacking with the floor. Boop. Oh, something looks weird in here, guys.
As you push forward, you stumble into what you can only guess is some type of lavatory. The turquoise ceramic tiles adorning the walls and the floors of this room, the middle of which rests a large octagonal bathing pool with 2-foot-tall raised lip. Pristine water pours into the pool from a smiling stone face carved into an overhanging wall. The water exits through a small circular drain at the end of the pool. A narrow stone ledge encircles the ceiling, which is hidden behind a tangled mass of what looks like thick webs. Suspended from the webs by ropey filaments is a cocooned humanoid corpse that dangles 5 feet above the pool's glassy surface.
This might
Okay.
This might be a spider's den, guys.
It's gonna. I hate to meet the spider that can make a cocoon that big.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it looks like there's a path on the other side. Do we want to try and shuffle through here?
Yeah. Well, the other way would be to brave whatever trap comes out of that door.
Give me a perception.
Sure.
It would just be you.
18.
Okay, let's see what you can clearly see. It's challenging because you're hesitant to step into the room onto the tiles.
Mm.
But as you lean in and you kind of focus on this, you let your eyes adjust. And it takes some time because there's no natural lighting in this room at all. It's just coming from the lighting of your peers behind you. And as your eyes adjust, you believe that the door to the right that you can see, you believe it, the symbol on the door matches your key.
Right, there's also a cog door in here, guys. It might match our key. I can't see for 100%, but it looks similar. I'm going to go in
Gotcha.
first. And he'll take a step forward.
You step onto the cold turquoise tiles.
See any spiders in there?
You never see spiders till it's too late.
Check the ceiling.
I can't climb on the ceiling. I'll look up, though.
It's more what I meant.
Give me a perception, please.
23.
You focus at this point upon the webs, and you do realize that you believe that there are, in fact, 2 small spiders. I hesitate to say small. They're
Like the dead one we saw with the skulker, like you said, Dachshund size, like dog size.
sort of.
Okay.
Sort of. I'm going to go ahead and give them to you over here so that you kind of have a better sight of them. I've got to move them from a layer. They appear to be in a state of rest. Your eyes focus upon them and it takes you a moment, but they are sitting perched in the webs half atop the body.
They look like they may have just fed, so they're chilling.
Well, generally, most spiders, unless they are ambush spiders, tend to only react when the web is disturbed. So maybe if we don't jostle them, they may just be content to stay at home.
Okay.
Can I also get a perception, please, from Aiden? And I'll even give this to Carter.
Oh boy, reception.
Yeah,
So good at those.
of course.
Jeez. 0.
Consistent.
Brother, never change.
Carter's just looking at the cool new silver on his arms.
Never change. He's just kind of, oh, wow. Like he's just taking
Wow.
You, let's see, Rowan, can I get, what knowledges do you have? I want to know which you have trained.
I'm going to have points in religion and nature and history. Geography. Trained, I think, is just, what you mean with the check mark? That's
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah.
Nature.
Can I get, because you have points in history, would you give me a knowledge history? Your DC is going to be 16 for this. It's challenging.
Right, I can hit it. Yep. Nope.
Okay. It's not enough.
Yep.
You guys do have luck rerolls. I would like to remind you of that. But I will say, Rowan, for your field of vision, from what you can see, there appears to be hanging from the body, and it looks like it's just like sort of limply only like half been cocooned, because the entire body isn't perfectly cocooned. There are spots where it looks like it was deliberately left so that there could be easier access to certain parts, or perhaps this was done by younger spiders. You're not entirely sure the case. This would be big prey for the spiders that you can see.
Yeah.
You can see that at the hip there is what looks to be a coin purse that is half dangling from the body, and it does not look vacant. There's also something that looks sort of like a pearl that is it's on like a small, what looks to be like a brass torque meant for like a wrist, but it's got no cradle. It's floating.
Guys, there might be identifying stuff on this body. It might be another missing person. There's some fancy pearl bracelet and a coin purse.
Well,
Do we want to risk it, or do we want to keep moving?
if we risk it, we've got a guy with a crossbow. You know, we can stand back and be prepared if they charge at us.
I could give it a shot, but it's food. It's from where I am for the webs. Are they just covering like the center fountain kind of area, or they go across the entire room?
Oh, it's floor to ceiling. It goes
Floor
from
to
the
ceiling,
lips
okay.
of the fountain all the way up to the ceiling itself.
Yeah, I'm just worried that for the spiders we do see, how many we don't.
I mean, the best way to do this would be to take some alchemist fire or something and torch the webs, but that may also
alchemist fire?
damage. You know what is in the pouch,
It may also bring a bigger spider.
and you don't need alchemist fire when you can just throw fire.
I could light it on fire.
You know, if those are babies, not that spiders care that much about their babies, but
Not sure want to be here when mom comes back.
yeah.
It's taken me almost 17 sessions to realize it, but Rowan is just Indiana Jones with all of the things that he says. He's very much Harrison Ford about things. And I love it. I'm like, honestly, I'm here for it, but it cracks me up.
1,000,000%.
Straightforward.
Absolutely.
Like, so what do we want to do, guys? Time's wasting.
We can always
Probably
grab it
identify
on
the
the way
person.
back.
I'd like to identify the person. If we think there's something that's going to identify them, we already thought we found one missing person. If there's another one, then we know that we're still looking.
All right then. Do you want to set an arrow on fire and have me fire it?
Well, like I said, spider webs can be quite flammable, and it may remove identifying marks if we burn. So that's
That is
true.
true. Though I think I'd have a hard time shooting through this room full of webs.
Why do you need a flaming arrow? I
You
can
don't
just
have
light
to
it
hit
on
the
fire.
spiders either. You can maybe hit the body and see
Oh.
if they scatter.
Or maybe try and knock. Is the coin purse? You said that there's a coin purse. Can
is
you?
dangling, but
Actually,
the bracelet might be more of an
Rowan-
identifying thing.
Rowan, back up out of the room. I want to try something real quick.
Okay.
I love that Christy's
and-
already like, oh, fucking here we go, dude.
All right.
I'm sure this won't be a disaster. I'm sure.
Sora can comment.
No, Sora's not
Does-
saying shit. Sora's
does
not
anyone-
close enough to make a comment, I think.
Does anyone have something heavier they don't mind losing?
Would my... So I have a
Actually,
sling,
Aaron
sling
will
with
just-
bullets. Would those be heavier than his crossbow bolts or no?
Actually, this will work. And I'll pull out a unlit torch and kind of toss it into the room, into like some of the webs on like the further into the room, just to see if they like would react to something hitting their webs. See if I can draw more of them out, or if it's just those two that react.
Okay, so your intention is to see if they're, what, alive?
So basically, we can see these two, but we don't know how many more are in the room, or if they're like going to react if we were to walk through the room or try to disturb something. So I want to throw a torch kind of away from where they are to see if they would kind of react to it, or if there's more in the room that would come to check it out.
A non-burning torch.
Well, you
Yeah, a
are aware,
non-burning torch.
particularly Rowan, you are aware because you were like up here, and then you walked over here. When
Yeah,
you
and they
moved,
didn't react.
they didn't really react, but you felt like you were being watched. That didn't change. You've been around enough predators to understand like conservation of energy, limiting attack type patterns. Like this is not unheard of with creatures like this.
Especially for spiders. They'll watch you till they're ready.
Correct.
Gotcha. I mean, unless you think it's smarter to just fire the crossbow bolt.
Or throw the torch at the body and see if they scatter. Like,
That
just don't
works.
hit them.
Oh
Do
yeah,
not
I'll,
hit them.
I'll throw the torch at the body.
This is an unlit torch,
Yes, unlit.
and you're just kind of like winging it into the room in that area.
To make
Yeah,
the body like move to see if they scatter, because you said they're on top of the body.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you You step up. You step up between, in this case, Carter and Rowan, and you pull out an unlit torch. And when you withdraw the torch and you kind of like line it up to chuck it into the room, the target on the right, this one here, so in this case, your left, their right, its body, like, it pushes its body up into stancing position as you pull your hands back, which shows you that this thing has some sort of like upper intellect. And when you whip this forward, it brings its body up beneath it and it fires a web, sticking it to the wall right here.
Don't like intelligent spiders. Can I roll like knowledge dungeoneering to try to like get an idea of what kind of spiders these are?
You can try.
A 20.
A 20. They're dungeon spiders. That's what your dungeoneering tells you. If you're looking for specific names or anything like that, they're predators. It's a predator type creature that never hunts alone until they reach adulthood. When they generally reach adulthood, they strike out.
Gotcha.
Your 20 will also tell you that if you believe that these are infantile, there's a bigger one somewhere else. You just can't see it.
Gotcha.
Did anybody have a knowledge nature?
Knowledge nature. I was looking, I have wild empathy. I wanted to see if that helped, but it doesn't really, it just says it improves their mood. Doesn't say it communicates with them or anything.
Correct.
I'll roll my, I mean, these are dungeon spiders though, so I don't have any dungeon experience, but I'll roll the knowledge nature. Oh shit.
No, it's big. That's huge. That's enough. These are called armadillo spiders. And they are considered on the giant size. So obviously you're aware that there are like house spiders, things like that, right? This is called the giant armadillo spider. They have red pedipalps, dark linear stripes on the frontal palps of them. You are certain that when they are infantile, they do not hunt. They're simply in defense. Your 25 will also reveal that where they are pairing together, there is definitely an adult that is close enough.
I will relay that to everybody.
Also, the giant armadillo spider is a toxin delivering spider. That much you should be informed of.
Yeah. Well. They're toxic, guys. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Do you think the big one is just like what up on this, up somewhere above us?
No, I think since that body looks kind of old, it may be hunting for a new body. More food.
Or based on the interaction with the torch, if they're that smart, then they maybe know that we're all here and maybe waiting for more of us to enter the room before they strike.
Well, there's only 2 of them. Let's just go to that door. I'll go back in and put myself there, and everybody pass behind me towards the door. You guys have to move your tokens.
It's true. You do, in fact, have to move your tokens. As you move, you can see that they reposition their bodies so that they're sort of facing you.
Yeah, defensively. They're going to reposition as everybody moves.
Are they doing like the raising, like their
No.
2 like front leg thing?
They're lifted. It's in preparation for movement, but you can't tell if they are prepared to attack as much as it's a reactionary thing.
I make myself bigger in response.
Gotcha.
They're not bears. They're not bears. That's not good.
Not bears is the best response.
I'll pass behind Carter here.
Just make sure the key matches.
Yeah, I'll pull out the key and check if this matches properly with this door.
Yeah, it does. While you're doing that, I'm assuming, describe to me what is happening right now for Aiden and for Carter. I want to know what's happening for you two.
I am just gonna keep like watching like the spiders while keep like staying close to Aaron while he's messing with the door.
Yeah, I'm kind of sliding kind of my back against the wall, watching the pile of webbing that is makes up the nest over the bathtub.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. Then what about Solsora? What is happening with Solsora right now?
So Sora's looking up because she's trying to see if there's something at like the top that like there's like some sort of crack in the roof or something like in the top or somewhere where a spider could crawl down from. She's watching basically above them.
I think I would have seen that if I had my perception earlier.
Yeah.
When I looked up.
Yeah, you would have. Aiden is
Sora's
watching.
still gonna look above us because
Sure, you're kind of peeking up. That makes
the
sense. You're
spider's
watching.
not there. The spider might be watching us above.
I got you. Rowan, what about you? Eyes never off the spiders?
Yeah, I'm just keeping myself in between till they pass me, and then I'll just keep moving along with them as just keeping the same distance, not getting closer, but keeping in between everybody.
Sure, I got you.
Sora will move forward then. If it looks like Rowan's waiting for her to go, so
Yeah,
Sora will move
I'm
forward.
waiting for you guys to keep moving and Aaron to open the door.
Yep.
Before the
I'll,
mom
I'll
comes.
be opening the door while you guys are moving through the room.
As you open the door, my friend, you place the key into the mechanism and you turn several times. You hear the tick, 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 before you hear the release of the trap upon the door, revealing what looks to be a significantly larger room from your foray.
Cool.
Not
I'll remove.
entirely what you were expecting to see here, but it looks to be some sort of dining hall. It was once a dining hall anyway, but this chamber contains only the wreckage of once fine furniture. There are 2 iron chandeliers dangling from the ceiling, while a third, and its rope severed, lies amid the debris on the floor.
Gotcha. Aaron will remove the key from the door and kind of like keep it open, and kind of the door's open, move through.
How do you keep it open?
Oh yeah, I guess these doors are really heavy.
They are.
Yeah, then he'll kind of make way for everybody to move past him.
Sure.
Then we'll leave the key in until everybody's past him and into their
So
dining room.
you're kind of like you're holding onto the door, letting everyone pass through.
Yes.
Got it.
Pass
Got it,
through,
got it, got
guys.
Move your tokens.
Okay, Carter is first through. You step into the open dining hall, followed by Aiden as he moves in as well.
And there's a giant spider.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once Rowan's through, I'll take the key out and slip through the door.
I need you to give me a reflex save.
Okay. 18.
Okay, a reflex at 18. Let's see how that fares here. Very good. An 18 succeeds. You feel something clip your side as you begin to step through the door, and something definitely has a hold of your back. You feel it tug on you, but you sort of move with it, so you stay from within falling position. You don't actually hit the ground. There is nothing that means that you're striking the ground, but you feel something tug on you. Just pulls you back 3 or 4 feet. The door still remains open, bear in mind. Do you glance back?
That's a good
assuming
question. So
we would see that.
where am I realistically? I'm like
You're
right here.
You're about right there, correct.
Okay. I'll probably not glance back because either a spider web is stuck on me or mommy spider just tried to grab a hold of me. I'm gonna use some strength and try to just.
You're right. You're right in the door, right? Like you're gonna be right
I'm
in the
gonna
doorway.
use some strength and get through this doorway.
So this is what this looks like. Well, let's wait before you do that because there's other things that are happening at this point. Let's not jump the gun here. So, Rowan, as you move in, you hear Carter stop, or excuse me, not Carter. Aaron stop for a second. He goes to take a few steps, and as he does so, there's a pause. It's like a lull in his foot beat, and then there's this quick pull back. It's almost like a hastened, almost like triple tap as his body is pulled back. You glance back over his shoulder, and you see him stopped, and he has this look of confusion over his face before he turns. And when he turns, you see something is stuck to his back. I'll take a perception, please, from Rowan and from Aaron. Aaron with a 20. Rowan with a 16. Rowan, it's a little bit harder for you to spot, but I think Aaron is going to see this first and foremost. You guys' names are just too goddamn close. As you turn to sort of pull back and resist what's happening here, you look down, and something seems to be crawling from the pool of water. It takes a moment for you to realize what it is before you notice that there is this large, bulbous rear, like back plant that has shot forth web. It is this stringy, thick, like sticky web that is stuck to your side and back. And as it pulls its body to the surface, you realize just how big the predator spider actually is.
Cool. So that's where you were. Clever girl.
What's interesting is as you see it rise from the water, no water begins to bead from its back. It makes no noise whatsoever. As it has risen and stuck you, this is now when you see it, Rowan. As it rises from the water, you see its massive bulbous eyes, the series of long legs, its incisors, these large crushing mandibles and pulling tendrils that are now pulling your friend. You've managed to stay on your feet. If you'd like to give me a strength check to try to resist, you can.
Yeah, well, now that I... yeah, I'll give a strength or...
Why don't you give me a combat maneuver?
You think I can get a reaction to try and grab him? If I saw it.
This is sort of like yes and no. Yes and no.
Yeah.
We'll move into initiative in just a second here. So let's see. You got a 17. Would you be surprised that doesn't beat a spider's?
I would not be surprised.
I would not. Is it within desperation dice range?
No.
Ooh. Oh. Okay.
No. It is not within desperation dice.
That is with a 10, though. I could use a reroll here.
And a reroll might get you in desperation dice range, and then you can burn two things at once instead of one.
I
Do we
like
need
your
to give the spider more desperation dice.
You have 2 rerolls right now. Do you use one right now?
I'll use one.
I believe. Heart of the cards.
Hell yeah.
21.
Okay. 21 is still not enough.
It's not even in desperation range now.
Oh, it is. It's in desperation range.
Oh, it's in range.
Depends on
It's
if you want
level
to.
6.
If you want
Is it
to.
on the higher range or the lower range?
I don't know how much Bub's
Do
gonna
you
tell
want me to be
you.
honest?
He'll tell you nothing at all.
Well,
That's-
let's look at
that's
this
probably
way.
At least a 4.
It wasn't in range with your 17, which means it's over a 23.
Yes. I'm thinking 25.
25 is
So
probably
4, 5, or 6 is what
4, 5,
Yeah.
or 6.
Thinking.
So 50-50.
But if I
You feeling
wanna
lucky?
use it-
Listen, it's your character. It's up to you. Oh, it's 20. Oh, clock timer.
Clock him.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So with I'm not going to use a desperation die here, but Aaron kind of feeling like, oh, this thing like actually has a hold of me. Is this like attached to my armor or like my backpack?
It is attached to. I think it's a combination. Probably the side of your backpack, and because you were stepping through the door, and you don't just walk like a villager from Minecraft, right? Like your body sways. So it's probably like half stuck to your backpack, half stuck to you.
Cool. Cool. Aaron. So with this kind of failing to get away, my next thing is I'm gonna, with my free hand.
Well, you're gonna give me initiative. Is what's gonna
Cool.
happen. So before you click that, before you guys click it, I'm gonna go ahead and clear initiative, clear the tracker. And I'm gonna add me. It's a me. And if you want to go ahead and opt in for this, you can. I'll give it to Rowan, but nobody else knows about this yet.
Yeah, because these. Oh no, never mind.
Silent,
Sorry,
strong
everyone.
men.
Sorry, everyone.
It's just happened, guys. We can't say anything yet.
It's true. It's like, this is surprise round. This is surprise round. So I'm not going to tell you what my bonus is, but you can go ahead and click on your token, press your initiative, and let's see where you land.
All right. Well,
12.
I'm gonna
Got it.
re-roll mine. Can I? Or no?
I mean, you can if you want to, but whoever has the higher dex will opt in for the other one if you want to react first.
No, it's fine. I probably have more dex than him anyway.
Who's got the higher dex? Tell me your dex numbers.
16.
Oh, fuck, he does. 15.
Did you want to reroll to try to opt in for more?
Yeah, I'll use one.
Okay.
There we go. That's
25.
25 is significant. Yeah. All right.
So is combat happening here the moment I fail that CMB roll?
So this is essentially what's happened. You go to step through the door and you feel something stick to your backpack inside. And it pulls you, but not enough to take you off of your feet. You turn and glance down and see this long bit of thread from the pooling water, or at least what you suspect is water. And it's not just a small amount of thread, it's probably the width, the diameter of your arm. It's significant. It's not small. And what rises from the water itself is large. It's like a smart car-sized spider. You react, and you try to grab onto this to prevent it, and now's when we're in initiative. So as we move through initiative, it's going to go to Rowan first.
Is shouting a free action?
Yeah.
Fuck, guys, the mom was in the water. And then can I want to try and grab him and pull him into the room.
You can try.
Yeah. So is that a strength?
Yes, it would be.
Oh, fuck that. All right, never mind. I used my... I got it. I can't pull him, guys. I'm too weak.
You step forward, you grab onto him. Probably, I'm guessing, because he's facing the other way, likely his shoulder. And you try to yank, and you realize there is no budge. No budge at all.
If we can get him through the door, maybe we could shut the door and cut the web.
Aaron, I need to know what your combat maneuver defense is. What is your CMD?
It is a 20.
It's a 20. Okay. All right. The odds are in your favor.
Does he get a bonus because I'm holding on to him right now, even though I can't
No.
pull him? Damn it. I tried.
I got a 22. So this is what this looks like. Have you ever seen when you cast down a yo-yo and then you have to slow pull as you watch it roll back up? When you flick that wrist and you can see the yo-yo sort of roll back up very quickly after it's slept? That's sort of what happens, but on a perpendicular pattern. You see Aaron and Rowan, you've got a hold of him, and where his body was, he's quickly turned. You actually can see how his hair sort of jostles to fit this, and it happens so quickly. His body is pulled rapidly to the spider. It covers quick ground, and somehow, while you're not certain, you can feel your body is rapidly being covered by this voluminous thread. You're not quickly turning, and you're not sure how it's happening, but it's beginning to cover your body. You have rounds still, admittedly, but I'm going to attempt to bite your character. What is your flat foot?
My flat foot is 14.
Okay. I'm going to use one of my desperation dice to just guarantee that I bite.
Let's mark that down.
Go ahead and mark that down. So I'm going to successfully land a bite in this case. Now I need you to give me a fortitude save, my friend.
I thought that might be coming.
Oh, that's pretty good, though.
That's really good. That is really good. You're going to want to keep doing that.
Thank God.
I would imagine. It was, Jim. It was.
I mean, I guess you
No,
figured that
the
he
second.
had.
Oh, second?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it's a second. But I figured he's got 13. He had 13 in the bag. You know, he's got some to spare.
Might as well use one.
Take 2 points of damage as you can feel the creature seemingly puncture through your armor like it's nothing. Its mandible has moved up beyond and found a weakened spot in your armor. Maybe it's just the curve up under the arm itself, and you feel a single fang place deftly into the crook and pit of your armor and your armpit. It snaps down, and as it quickly bites down, you feel this flooding of material not only soak inside of your armor, inside of the tunic itself, but you feel it in your body. It is at first cool, and then it rapidly moves to heat as it starts to move. And right now, it's centered in the crook and pit of your arm, but you know that it's going to move further. Aaron, it is your turn.
Cool. I think my first instinct is just swing at this thing.
Okay.
So I'm a power attack it with my longsword.
Please do. 27 is huge, actually. That's massive. Does it confirm? Confirms on a 24. Will a 24 do it? A 24 is going to hit. That's massive. Things I was not expecting for 1,000, Alex. Okay. I need you to tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Got it. And you're using a bladed weapon. It's for slashing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You're going to love this. Stand aside. Your damage is doubled, so it does double damage, what it normally would be. And you're going to do 20... Let's see.
That would be 28.
It shows right there 24.
Well, he rolled a 14, and then the second die on that is...
Okay. All right, sure. We'll run it. It does 28 points of damage. And the target is pushed 1 square in any direction. You tell me which direction you'd like it to go. It's got to be pushed, not a pull. Don't be cheeky.
I'm going to push it back towards its children. So just...
Okay.
I guess just straight back away from me, back into the pool.
Got it. So this is sort of what this looks like. You push it back 1 full square, and you are both drawn in and dropped into the pool itself. As you do, you hack. Basically, what this looks like is you swing through and bring it across multiple bits of its legs, its torso. You sever 2 of its massive frontal legs, probably a large bit of its its face as well, clearing just a couple of its eyes. This thing is not in the right way, but with your swing and it dropping down into the rest of the bowl, you both fall beneath the water's surface and prone. You realize quickly that this is an illusion.
Fucking illusions and fuck gnomes, man.
It's an illusion. Rowan, he disappears before your very eyes. You do not hear the sounds of splashing. There is no splash of water rising up over the bowl itself. But we go to the top of initiative, and this will give the others an opportunity to act if you wish. Okay. You got to click on your token before you roll your initiative, otherwise it doesn't technically track you.
Yeah, I realized it as soon as I did it. You can give me the 2 if you want. I thought I was clicked and I wasn't because I was looking at a spell.
Okay. Let's pull them into descending order.
bad,
Top of the order. You're fine. No worries. No worries at all. Rowan, your vision of them disappears. You did witness a spurting of this almost acidic-like blood. It's this like very, very green. It's like unironically, comically toxic green as it splashes against the wing of the bowl and probably over the top, leading into the turquoise floor. But as quickly as it happened with a flashing of his steel, he's disappeared into the bowl.
He went into the bowl with the spider guys, but there was no splash. Something's wrong with this thing.
Maybe another illusion.
Did the baby spiders move at all, or no? They're still sitting there.
They're still sitting. They're still sitting.
Same. Then Rowan's gonna get up on the spider.
Okay. Well, when you move to the bowl surface itself, like as you move to the edge, you don't see them in the water at all. It's like a placid surface. You can see what looks to be the bottom of the bowl, and there's nothing there.
Yeah. But I saw them go in, so Rowan's gonna jump in.
Okay. You leap in. Give me a reflex.
Sure. Reflex.
You're good.
10.
You manage to stay on foot as you drop into the bowl. He is right in front of you, and his body is slowly being encircled, and you're not entirely sure how. There are 2 legs probably ducked beside you on the side of the bowl, but the spider is still attempting, even though it's bleeding out in front of you.
So he's getting wrapped up, but I don't really see how it's wrapping him up.
No, you just see him. You can see like his body's sort of like twisting, and it started at the legs. And it looks like what was holding him is struggling to do so because it was those frontal upper legs, and they're struggling to do so now since 2 of them have been removed.
Can I attack the spider or no?
Yeah,
Like,
of course you can.
okay.
I mean, well, I think you can with a called shot because you don't have sight. Like you can't get to the body. You had to move. So if you want to move again, like you really have access to the limbs. That's the thing about the size modifier of this. That like the body is big, but its limbs are long as shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, spider, so it's got long arms.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
fucking- yeah.
So you would have to move again, and you're not really allowed to move again a second time without sacrificing your combat.
That's fine. If you want to make it a cold shot, that's fine. I'll do that.
Yeah, it's not going to be a lot because, again, its limbs are large. So I'm just going to pull 2 from it. So if you want to make that attack, you can. Good news. It does not confirm. It does not confirm. Why don't you explain to me how you kill it?
Well, I see it. I see it. Like I'm assuming I see it trying to wrap him up. So I'm seeing like the back end,
Yeah.
and I just like slash into its big bulbous back, like with my claw that I can reach around.
Sure.
Like I have no other way to describe. Like I wasn't expecting to kill it. I didn't have anything.
You know what? I wasn't expecting you to hit it. I wasn't expecting 2 attacks, both criticals, to land. So you know that's what we get. That
I gave it a
happens.
reach around and it was too much.
Yeah,
It's
it finished.
So Rowan's reach arounds are legendary.
Yeah, it jettisoned its web upon touch. So, your lower torso is covered in this webbing, and it seems to have like very rapidly wrapped you from below. It was going to move up, but you could tell it could not get much further than that. But you connect with your hands, these claws that seem to extend beyond your fingers, and it just runs up the length of the leg into the side of the spider. And as it connects, you feel its body quickly go limp as the heat of its own blood begins to run like bile around your fingertips. The spider drops. Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
I need 3 fortitude saves.
Okay. 1,
Oh shit.
2. I'm gonna re-roll that second one.
Got it.
2,
Okay.
3.
Very good.
You succeed resisting in all of them.
Fuck! You could have just left us alone, you bitch.
Who were you saying that to?
The spider.
Predators don't work like that.
Yeah, I know. Got some poison in me, but I think I'm fine.
We're not done yet.
There's silence. What happens to the other 3 of you?
Guys,
We're in the pit. What are the
Again?
babies doing?
From your field of vision, from what you can see, the infantile spiders have shifted to the opposite side of the body. So they've crawled over to the bottom side, and it's like they're trying to look into the water, but you can't see into the water, so you know that they can't see into the water. Or at least you believe that that is the case.
I'm gonna make sure the door doesn't close.
Well, the key's still in it, I think.
No,
Is
it's
the key
not.
still
Sorry,
in it?
just
It is
No,
not.
it's not.
Give me a strength
Oh,
check
yeah.
because the door will be closing within 2 combat rounds. So we are technically now at 2nd combat
well, if
round.
Carter's attempting to hold the door open, so Sora's gonna try and help him as well.
That's
if
fine.
She's still standing by the door.
Sure. I don't need a lot. I need more than that,
Hey,
though.
yo, my dice suck tonight.
Are we out of combat? Like,
It's
You are
nothing
technically
from
out of
me.
combat, yes.
As
chuck the
soon
key
as
at them.
yeah, as soon as Rowan has said something, so Sora's already turned back to the door. So
I'm gonna go grab one of the
Aaron
stools or something
will-
with a full, board to it and go and wedge the door open.
well, Aaron will hand the key off to Rowan and then proceed to try to get this webbing off of him.
Yeah, of course.
Leaving till you're free of the webbing.
It's immensely sticky, right?
Yeah.
There is to no surprise why this creature is I mean, for all intents and purposes, in the dungeon in Apex Predator. You can't
how
tell exactly
deep
what
is
its poison was
this?
doing, but
Mm-hmm.
safe assumption it was going to nullify your ability to do much.
Yeah, I would assume it's a paralytic of some kind.
It literally yanked this heavy man like a yo-yo. This webbing is really strong.
Quite.
Yeah.
We should make armor out of it.
How deep is this pit?
10? It's only 10.
10 feet? Okay. All right. Would you say with enough time I'm able to get this off of me?
Yeah, I think it's fair. I don't even think you need that long. Probably with access to a blade, probably 30 or 40 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
Would you use your sword or would you use like a dagger?
I'd use a dagger. I don't
Okay.
want to get my sword webbed up.
For intents and
I still need
purposes, for
that.
the sake of this and some sort of like realism aspect, until you have access to the downtime to clean your dagger, you're not going to be able to use it. The adhesion is sort of stuck to this. It doesn't even want to go back into its scabbard, the dagger scabbard, if you will, and it's not. It's just like sticking to your hand or whatever else that you place it to.
I'd probably just honestly, I don't have the time to clean it. Aaron would probably just toss the dagger.
Sure.
Similar to the sword that's just too bloodied with fat. It's not worth keeping around. It's just gonna. Yeah, it's just gonna slow us down. We have more daggers on us.
It doesn't even bounce. You kind of like lob it to the side, and where it lands, it just sticks.
I have a question before we leave this pit. Looking at the legs he chopped off, are like some spiders have like sharp ends. Is it look sharp or is it like smooth?
It's smooth. It's hairy and
Okay.
smooth.
I was gonna see if I can use it like a scythe and lop that body down from the ceiling, but if it's smooth, I can't do that. Are you ready, Aaron?
Oh,
yeah,
you've
I'm
got
good to go.
You've got an already befouled dagger that would be happy to be used on webbing.
If it's already sticky, it's not gonna cut through something else.
A little bit
Maybe.
of alcohol will take care of that.
You're the only one with alcohol. Are you ready to get out? We have to go out at the same time, just in case
Yeah.
these things shoot us. And on 3, I'll get out with Aaron.
Sure. Give me a climb or an acrobatics, whatever either of you prefer. For a climb, I really just need like a 10, acrobatics 10 as well. You're both able to do it. You guys climb out easily enough. You can see their fingers sort of break upon the lip and the edge of this, and they throw their body up over the top. They look
Now,
fine.
When we get out, like Aaron, come move your token over here.
Yep.
I want to see now that we know the mom's dead, do we want to try and take that body down?
Probably be a lot easier. I mean, other than getting webbed up again.
Maybe try and shoot it with the crossbow from a distance.
Well,
Yeah, that would work.
they stuck that torch, but you're welcome to try.
Well, speed of a crossbow bolt is a lot faster than a torch I can throw.
Speed of a spider's pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, I can try at least. Aaron will sheath his sword, pull out the crossbow, and kind of like fire one out.
What are you trying to shoot exactly?
The spiders.
You're trying to shoot the spiders. Okay.
Yeah.
Make an attack, please. $12. You fire your crossbow, and it looks like it seems to kind of bounce off the webbing a little bit. It gets stuck, but as it still follows momentum, it misses the spider. The spider quickly lowers itself. It drops, trying to flatten its body closer to the actual torso of the humanoid.
Gotcha. I'm wondering if they'll flee if I shoot them enough.
I mean, you guys handled the big one pretty easily. Why don't we just go over there and kill those?
Because they're
I
going to
think
shoot webs at us. And
I think we got lucky. If
Yeah.
you want to try, Carter, I'll support you, but
might be better with your mace rather than a sharp blade.
Yeah, I can clean this easy. I'm gonna approach.
Okay. You move to the webs. You can see how delicately it's deliberately been woven to suspend its prey in a position so that it could be fed on from any angle.
If we just want the what was it? It was a coin purse and like
Bracelet.
a pearl that was a bracelet that was
Yeah, I mean,
like floating.
technically you could reach up and grab at this from the side, admittedly, but you could.
Do you want to try and grab it first?
You do
I'm just
risk
trying.
being attacked if they wish to attack, but I think before above, that was Rowan who made the knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rowan, you don't think that these guys are going to attack. They're mostly going into to defensive.
Are they like? Is the bracelet, the coin purse, on the same side, like near each other?
Yeah,
where they
the
can
bracelet
reach
itself
them
has
and
been
grab?
wrapped around the coin purse itself. Like it was
okay.
deliberately kind of like hung to it.
Okay.
I'm just reach out and try and take them. And like the whole time, I'm like saying to the spiders, like, shouldn't have done that. Better luck next time.
And I'm holding on to him in case they shoot him with webs.
Okay, sure. I just need a strength check, please. It's not going to be a lot. You just kind of like want to rip this from the belt.
All right, time to roll another 1. Damn it!
You did.
I
You
refuse.
called it.
So like, why did you say it out loud though? Like, why'd you do that to us like that? I don't know.
'Cause-
Why would you say that?
Because I spoke it into being, and now I know if I don't speak into being, I'm good. See, look at that 19.
You
There we go.
manage to flinch this from the belt line of the fallen humanoid.
Loot.
Is there anything in the coin purse that maybe is identifying, or just coins?
I'm assuming you pull him back from
Yeah.
his post.
Yep.
Sure, you managed to do so. And when you open this, there's not really a lot inside of the coin purse. You could tell that there was something there, but there are 2 stones, 2 tourmalines, and the bracelet itself looks less like a torque and a lot more like it's some sort of how do I say this? It looks like poles that were designed to foist something into one direction. The gem in the center itself is free rotating and free floating, and you're not sure if it's held there courtesy of the torque or if there is something else about it. But your best guess, it's definitely magical from first glance.
Let's go back and join the others.
Yeah, I'll bring this to Aiden.
Yep. So Sora's been holding that door open the entire time.
Well, you had a key. You could have just put it in the lock.
If Aiden found something to wedge it, so Sora will let go. But if Aiden hasn't found anything to wedge it, Sora's just gonna hold it open.
Well, we had chairs and tables. You know that the seat of a chair makes a pretty good wedge. You know, seat
That's what I'm
minus
saying.
the
Is
legs.
if you're able to find a way to wedge it, then so Sora
Fair
will,
enough.
will step out of the way.
We'll just assume it's fine. Unless DM says otherwise.
No, it's fine. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah. I guess as we come in, describe the room, but this is a mess.
I did.
Dining hall.
He did describe
I did
the room
describe it.
as a
It's
mess.
a dining hall.
As a
And it's
messy
the
dining
hall.
residence of a dining hall.
It's just that. It was once a thriving dining hall with decadent and fine furniture that decorated this entire location. And it is now in absolute shambles. There are 2 standing chandeliers, one of which, unfortunately, so far as you can see, has fallen. It is nowhere to be seen, at least from the ceiling. You can't see much further down the right end of the hallway, and it looks like to the left, some sort of grove.
Do trees usually grow in dining halls?
No.
I don't know.
I was asking the party.
You know, I would bet some coin that's another illusion.
Yeah, I'm saying, given how many illusions we've seen so far, who's to say that's not just another one?
Did you want to look at this bracelet, Aiden, or you want to wait till later?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, any effort I put in towards identifying this bracelet subtracts from our combat ability right now.
Okay. Carter, you hold on to all that stuff for now.
Okay.
And I'll put my crossbow back up and pull my sword back out.
Rowan is gonna move towards this green shit.
Sure. Let's see from your field of view and whatever you're taking a look at. Glancing inside, what you begin to see is, well, needless to say, impressive. It's different as well. It appears, for all intents and purposes, to be some sort of small forest. There's 4 immense trees sprouting from the grassy floor, their leafy crowns, so far as you can tell, fanning out what looks to be 20 feet overhead to form a roof of deciduous leaves. You also see rays of sunshine filtering through.
This is a weird ass room. If it's an illusion, it's very weird, guys.
All the illusions have been weird.
Yeah, but this is like we're outside.
Well, here's the thing, I'm not sure it is an illusion. I mean, we can interact with it, but they're gnomes. Gnomes are generally nature loving in theory. Maybe they have their own little magical arboretum.
Do we want to look at these other doors for that key, or do we want to check out the trees?
Where did they get their sunlight?
Maybe they're making it magically.
You could
Fake
do that.
sunlight is a pretty common thing.
There are sun rods. Why can't there be a sun ceiling?
Carter's clearly contemplating stealing the ceiling.
So, trees or doors?
You can make the call.
How about this? Aaron, go look at the runes on the doors, see if they match our one key. I'll take a look. We'll take a look at this forest because it's the only obvious way. And once we have more information, we'll make the final decision.
Sounds good to me.
So Sora's gonna walk with Aaron.
I was going to say, yeah, Aaron, go,
Walking by
please
himself
stumble off
in the
alone in the
darkness.
dungeon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as the one
It's okay, this
non-dark
room is
vision
safe.
Actually,
haver.
I'll go up and around everyone so I'm not walking through all this debris.
the one non-dark vision haver, we're not going to be letting go all the way around himself.
Sure, Aaron, you take a look, and at this first door, there is a very clear sign, and you can tell that it does not match the symbol of your key.
Cool.
While Aaron's walking around, can I poke the bush with the pole and see if it actually responds, or if the pole goes through it?
You can definitely tell that the room itself. Wait, like which bush can you?
Well, there's
ping
like
for
a
me?
shrubbery. There's like a shrubbery at the border between the room. So like I was just like hitting the shrubbery to see if it's actual shrubbery or an illusion.
Yes, when you kind of touch the stick to it, it does respond. It sounds like bramble. It sounds like bramble and thorn movement. How it's got that sort of shake and like washing noise of leaves and stems that are kind of being bent.
At least this part is real, guys.
Well, glancing in and beyond, the brambles and thickets forming impassable walls. Though the bramble archway set into the north and south walls sort of lead to various darker passages and chambers beyond, you can tell that as you look in, there looks like up and to the left there is some sort of mound of stone. Not sure what it's from. A gentle zephyr causes leaves to rustle and birds chirping merrily in the boughs above.
I will relay that to Aiden and Carter while Aaron skulks around the room.
Yep.
Aaron, it's getting harder and harder for you to venture forward, especially for someone not having access to light.
Yeah. So Sora's
light
not
it.
putting off light, are
No,
you?
I'll light a torch though.
Oh, that's right. It's me.
Yeah, you are letting off all our light.
I'm not putting off light, but Sora will light a torch as soon as Aaron seems like he's starting to struggle.
You pull out your flint and tinder.
Yep.
And a torch.
Yep.
And you begin
Yeah,
to emit light.
I forgot me and Carter are the only two light sources right now.
It's okay, stay with
Yeah,
me.
can't really power attack with a torch in one hand.
That's true. You move to the next door, and again, it's another symbol that you're unfamiliar with.
Gotcha.
You can tell that the room begins to open up the further you step down.
Cool. And okay, there's some hallways here. Can I see I guess that door over here.
That is a
one's
door.
probably not gonna be.
Can I see the symbol on it from here?
From here, you can tell that it does not match.
Okay. Looks like this goes a lot deeper in than I originally thought, Solsora.
It does look to be at least one door on our.
Yeah, on the left. I can't quite see it on the right. Over here, you think I could step up?
There is one there.
All right, one on either side. This dungeon seems to like wrapping back around on itself.
Any symbol matches here, Bob?
From here to here, you can tell that there is no match.
Gotcha. We need to find another one of these
This
keys.
might be the farthest this key goes. I
Might
don't
be,
think we
yeah.
should go farther till we get back with the rest. Because now we're getting pretty far from them.
Makes sense to me. Lead the way back.
This is where we'll take the same path. If nothing's happened the way that we came, so
gotcha.
we're going exactly the same way back.
Smart moves. Then what's happening up here with the three of you? Are you still pontificating to see who is going to walk into the glade?
No, waiting for them to come back before we do that.
Okay.
And see what they want to do.
Is there any conversation between the three of you as they venture off?
I would just tell them what I saw, and that maybe that rubble is like another one of those little skulker tunnels. Because every time we've seen rubble, that's what it's been.
Oh.
Another illusion.
There's 2 hallways on the far end of this room that lead somewhere, but we didn't go far enough to investigate them.
Yeah, this might be as far as our key takes us.
No doors have a match.
And this room has at least one hallway on the other side, and there looks like rubble where there might be another skulker hole on the other side of the wall.
You're a little more outdoorsy than me. Does it look like there is an actual path or people regularly travel through this way?
Define people, because I could probably move through this, but I don't know about the rest of you.
Like skulks, gnomes, whatever. Maybe people that have been kidnapped.
Do you want me to do a perception for that, Bub, or?
I mean, sure, yeah.
I don't see shit, guys. It looks normal to me.
You can't tell if there's been a lot of footfall through here. It doesn't really look like it, but if there is effectively a glade, and you can see that there's movement happening, courtesy of a light wind, a small zephyr, you're not really sure that it would continue to show the path. Leaves are starting to like rustle across the ground.
Yeah, it looks. There's wind blowing in the room, so any sort of path might get covered by leaves or debris from the trees.
Is it a drop into the room or
No, it's straight path, straight walk in.
straight path? Gotcha.
So do we want to go into the forest?
It's my
or go back?
absolute favorite that you guys have managed to find a glade, and everyone. It's like you're prepared to Rochambeau for who's going to walk into the glade first. Like,
No, I'm gonna go first. I just want them to make a decision.
Yeah,
Sure,
might as well.
let's-
We're all here. Let's go this way.
I will take a step in
Got
and
it.
see what happens.
Yeah, you catch on fire immediately. It's insane. No, nothing. No, you step in, and the light breeze hits your skin, and it's a reprieve from everything else that you found. The light seems to bleed in from the canopy above, and really, it's a breath of fresh air.
It's really nice in here, guys. And there's a door. There's at least a door. I mean, we've looked at enough, like seen the symbols enough now. Is that a gear door?
It is a gear door. You immediately recognize the teeth on the door, and it does not match the symbol on the rod.
All right, so our key's not going to work for this.
But
everyone's
does this feel like sunlight?
No,
It's magic.
no, it doesn't feel like sunlight. It looks like it. You can see that the trees around you are responding to it like it's sunlight, but you don't feel the warmth of Palor on your skin.
This sunlight is fake.
And
That's blasphemy.
that is a skulker tunnel, guys. Be careful. There may be one invisible somewhere around here.
It might be our only path if we can't get through any of the doors.
Well, there is a path on the other side of this room as well.
Gotcha. Can't quite see that far.
Well, let's
move our tokens.
let's circle the wall and make our way. Maybe check the Skulker tunnel first, and then that path that you say is on the other side.
Okay, follow me, guys. Get in order. And I take the pole out and start whacking ahead of me in case there's something invisible.
Yeah,
Or a
see,
trap.
the bizarre thing is, to your feet, because you never really said that you're wearing boots.
I'm not. I'm wearing like the sandal things.
You feel the crunch of grass beneath your feet. You feel the warmth of the what feels like outside. Everything about it just feels like you're outdoors again. It is the smallest reprieve from the dungeon around you that's attempting to swallow you above. But you never feel the heat of the sun on your skin. Additionally, the sound of your staff tapping outward does not hit grass. It sounds like it's hitting stone.
So it feels like grass, but sounds like stone.
Yes.
Was an illusion.
Fancy illusion.
No, an illusion can make you feel. Because I feel like I'm walking on grass.
The different levels of illusion befuddle the different senses. The simplest one is just a straight sound or a sight, one or the other. As they get more complex and you get more skilled, you can fool more senses.
So this is sight and touch.
Could be, yeah. Sight, sound are usually the first two. Touch is usually the third. Smell.
Aiden, you're aware that your first year in the academy at Blue Water, your illusory professor expressed such vast skill that he convinced one of the more talkative students that he had soiled himself, even to the point of it was smell, it was temperature, and it was moisture.
Jeez.
I mean, that's yeah. Honestly, in the magical community, illusionists are kind of thought of as the shifty version. I mean, there's the on par with some of the enchanters who can basically talk you into giving away your own, it's I'm not going to go into it all, but yes, an illusion could do this at high enough level.
Okay, well, let's keep moving, guys.
This is weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. But at least it feels like nature, which is nice. So, Snora.
So, Eden, we've kind of heard and talked about this, like vanishing a magical disease. How does magic even act like a disease in the first place? Is it just from like using magical items, or is it just from being in the presence?
Well, here's the thing. The more magic saturates a place, the more it leaves its imprint and can leave.
There's another forked path in here.
You look at this path, and it does appear as such, some sort of cavern that has been mortared and dug out. It doesn't look like it's been dug by hand, obviously some sort of like large-scale machine, but to your surprise, the mouth of this has not been clearly carved in its entirety. It looks like it was struck, like they had hit this opening, and then they stopped. It's not all the way, it's not floor to ceiling. This is literally just like a mouth that's just large enough for someone to crawl into.
I don't like that description.
I mean, maybe they just didn't like the light.
So Sora,
Maybe this is an actual mouth.
you know that that's true. Creatures from the dark generally fear the sun.
And they don't like it. So Sora is cut from a different cloth, so you may say, comparatively to the average dark dwelling user.
So this might be a good room to rest in if we need to then.
You're
Gotta
looking
keep
for
that
them.
in mind.
They'd be hiding there.
I mean, towards the center with all the trees and everything, it actually, it would be a little bit of cover as well. They may not be as obvious to see us.
Do we want to poke in here, or do we want to go north?
Well, I don't feel like crawling on my hands and knees in the dirt at the moment yet, but we, depending on what we find, we may have to eventually.
Well, so far we've had trouble fitting in these tunnels, so I'd rather head north.
Well, is the opening tall enough for me to walk in, or I'd have to crawl into it?
You would have to climb and crawl into it.
Okay. All right, so I guess we'll just go north.
Do you? I'm just curious. Do you look in at all?
Yeah, that's why I went to the front. I see the fork.
When you look, when you stick your head inside, it does get larger inside, which leads you to believe that they are using some sort of drilling instrument, so far as you can tell. But it's clear to you that they stopped when your best guess, based off of what Silsora just said, is when daylight shined through, they stopped digging.
It is bigger inside, guys, but we'd have to crawl to get in. But
well,
I mean, the way I keep thinking every time I see these things is there's a reason they made these tunnels. They could be walking through the rooms, but they decided to make tunnels instead.
Well, here's my thought as to why they made tunnels. They don't have keys.
Well, they also don't have to worry about traps.
True enough. So either we find more keys or we start taking the tunnels.
Well, I think what our good friend Rowan here is saying is, hey, why don't we take this tunnel? It probably won't drop us into another pit.
Or, like I said, we'll continue north. I don't care either way. I don't know much about these places.
Rowan, you do know that if you go in, there is no situationally replacing yourselves. You cannot monkey in the middle, maneuver yourselves back and forth. If combat occurs in this space, whoever's in the front is stuck in the front until you retreat entirely. It's tight. It's tight turns, tight corners.
Just like the other tunnels, yep.
Correct. And anyone who uses an instrument beyond their hands, they'll be in for a rough fight.
Maybe we shouldn't get in there. Somebody might get stabbed by accident again.
All right.
Let's go north.
You can see a similar bramble path. It seems to blanch from your field of vision just beyond the tree. You can see it sort of arches up, and there is another 10-foot wide hallway.
Silsora is
well,
going to take a look when I pass. I'm not there yet, but once I pass this tunnel, Silsora's going to take a peek.
Sorry. Now that Aiden said this is an illusion, can I walk over to the tree and touch it and see if my hand goes through?
Yeah, when you move up to the tree, you feel the density of the bark and the warmth of the tree itself. You even sort of stumble, like stepping on some of the roots.
I mean, I can see the look on your face. It may not all be an illusion. It may just be a couple of things augmented with an illusion.
Oh, so it even fools the trees. That's pretty cool.
I mean, that could be a tree. It could be a sculpture of a tree with something inlaid over the top. It could just be a post with said something inlaid over the top. If you build an illusion on something physical, it's easier to construct.
Magic is crazy.
So far, usually with these illusions, there's something hidden behind them. You think there's anything in this room that we're not seeing?
I mean, if you want to search the whole room, it's possible.
Honestly, the as far as, do you think the bathtub was purposely hiding the spider? That was why the illusion was there, or was it just an illusion of a bathtub?
Just an illusion of a bathtub.
No. Maybe, but it was 10 feet deep, and I have to wonder why it was made that deep.
Why was there an illusion of a bathtub to begin with?
This guy didn't he make this place just to fuck with people?
Well, he made, from what we were told, it started out, it ended up that way. It started out as, going to be like a gnomish homeland, but as it ended up being a madness-inducing, project of insanity.
Oh, maybe that bathtub room is one of those insane rooms.
I mean, it may have just started as some sort of, hot spa or bathing pool, and then afterwards, when it wasn't being used, he put the illusion there so that, at least to him, say if he was the only one here, it'd still look normal.
Can I kind of, Aaron? I'm gonna kind of look around for anything that's not like natural looking. So anything like metal or like that wouldn't like something that would maybe stand out among tree branches or bushes or something.
Yeah, I mean, nothing immediately stands out, but if you wanted to take a deeper look at this, then by all means, go for it.
Yep.
20's great. It's a great roll for you, and you are afforded a lot of the same details that were sort of given up to this point. Nothing additionally stands out to you that makes you think that this is any more than some sort of forest or glade.
Gotcha. I don't know. I was just trying to think like, oh, maybe there's like a chest or something, or like a metal something in this room that's a little more stand outish than among the tree branches. Like you wouldn't see it right away, but
the composition of this illusion itself is rather it's rather intricately designed.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's been said so far has been true. Whomever the gnome is that designed this is, well, I mean, one of immense skill, and or just had access to a significant amount of time. So in regards to the way that everything is, like maybe, but how far will you go? Are you willing to lose time in this place to investigate further?
No, not really. Unless we think it, like, possibly a key or something is hidden in here. For all we know, it was before he went more crazy, and he just wanted a nice, natural setting inside of his dungeon.
We can come back after the kids.
Yep. After the kids are safe, we can leave this place.
Okay.
I think we lost our scout to the restroom.
The tree is driving his enamor. Oh,
well,
he's back. He's come back from it. It's good.
I mean, we do know he can assume animal parts. Maybe trees invite certain urges.
You were communing with the tree for a while there, Rowan.
I mean, heaven forbid we ever encounter a fire hydrant.
I mean, I turned into a cat. It's almost not a dog, so I don't know.
Well, I think it's safe. Christy, you said Sora wanted to take a look inside of this opening, the mouth of what looks to be some sort of
yeah, just to see if she
Inspun cave.
can see anything from here. She's not gonna like climb into it or anything, but just specifically like looking for, even if it's like a pattern of this one compared to the other ones we've seen so far.
It deliberately branches. It wides immediately to the north and to the south. You are aware that the passages below that you investigated were locked. They were locked by the doors with teeth. You're not sure if they ever made it into those rooms. But you know that there's tunnels all throughout this place. You're also not sure if they're deliberately trapped.
If they're so obvious that they think people are gonna follow them and then get trapped. So Zora's not gonna do anything much. She's just kind of looking to see like into it and just see this tunnel itself and kind of thinking about this and kind of thinking about maybe not necessarily what she would do, but what somebody of her race would do. Like if you were somebody who would make this and you would be trying to get somebody to go in, what would you do?
I mean, this is pretty standard for the Underdark itself, generally because many of the predators of the Underdark, with an exception to some of the like intellect devourers and grells and things like that, who can get into some more narrow spaces, many of the aberrations of the deep are large. They're very large. Clackers, hooked horrors, even some of the more the water-dwelling beasts struggle to move through tighter spots. So these halls are deliberately made thin on purpose, because anyone who might travel through them it's a great way to trap them. Or it's a great way to stop larger monsters, larger predators from moving from space to space. So this is pretty standard for many of the subterranean dwellers.
You done fucked up if you got a hook horror in your tunnels.
You're not wrong.
So we're just gonna kind of consider that in terms of the skulkers and in terms of whatever else might be in here, because something like a skulker, maybe not. Something like a giant spider that Rowan was talking about, maybe it can't reach these. So she just gave me thinking about it as you should pass by, but she was just looking. She's not gonna like mess with it at all.
Gotcha.
Let's go, class. Proceeding with the pole in front of me again.
Sure, you break beyond the bramble archway, and you can already tell that the sounds of the zephyr in the glade and the birds chirping seem to dim with significant immensity.
That was a nice room.
Carter probably disagrees due to lack of actual paler light.
I know, he's a little hungry.
This does not feed my need.
No paler light, we riot.
The hall, for all intents and purposes, goes on. There is, in fact, a series of steps, and I need from you a reflex, please.
God damn it. Returning this pole, it's useless. 13.
Rowan, when you step down on the second step, you fail to react in kind. The pole didn't net for you any sort of response. There was no immediately visible trap. It didn't hook onto any line. There was nothing like that. But the moment that your foot hit the second step, all of the stone steps immediately fell out beneath you. They rolled into a flat surface and just started sending you directly below. Everyone else behind you immediately witnesses as you slide down. You don't fall immediately prone, you don't go into some ridiculous cartoonish tumble, but you slide down regardless. He doesn't drop far, probably 15 or so feet, as the steps guide him into a path beyond. From your field of vision, it looks like some sort of room, but you can't tell. You don't have light.
Was that it?
I think this freaking crazy gnome made everything for heavier people than gnomes. They all seem weighted.
Yes,
This fucking guy.
That's exactly the case.
Freaking racist
So I
gnomes.
do have a question, Bub. Would this be something that Sluthor would know, like the weight class of a skulker, or like general weight of what a skulker would look like?
Yeah, they're thin. They're
So they
generally
probably wouldn't
underweight.
trigger this either. That's what Sluthor's trying to figure is that skulkers probably aren't triggering these traps either because they're at
Yeah,
least
but the people they kidnap
more
might.
more likely to not trigger the trap. I'm not saying for the people specifically, but I'm saying there might be skulkers behind it.
Motherfucker. That's why they kidnap kids and gnomes and shit, because they won't set off the fucking
Son
traps.
of a bitch!
God damn it.
Fuck up, Barb!
Light
Why
bulb.
would you say it to me mid roleplay session?
This is Rowan having the light bulb as well. Because he just mentioned the weight thing.
Yeah.
It's like they kidnap kids and these fucking gnomes and small people so they don't set up the traps as they're moving them.
They probably fit in the tunnels better too.
And they fit in the tunnels too if they need.
I mean, they didn't always.
Really should have
maybe.
gotten that like literally 15 sessions ago, huh?
I mean, they didn't always do just kids and small people. Maybe that's something that they've evolved to themselves. Maybe they didn't. It didn't hit them as an idea until later either.
Everyone we found dead so far
Has been bigger.
has been bigger.
Yep. So, I don't know. Just my idea. So far, 2 traps have been set off by weight. My pole hasn't done anything, so that's the only thing I could come up with.
Who do you think set off traps for them?
The people they kidnapped.
Some of them, yeah.
They sacrificed one to the choker. Sacrificed one to the spider. Uh-oh. Come slide down, guys.
I don't
It's
want
fine.
to. I don't want to fuck up my roll and headbutt you, and we both go unconscious.
I move forward, and
That'd be
you guys,
crazy.
You guys slide on one side. I'll stand on the other side.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready to slide.
It's a lot easier, right? It's a lot easier for you to do so when you know what you're kind of coming into. You can sort of brace yourself on the wall, and you slide sort of like Kippy step all the way down, but you're able to get down there with some ease. So Sora says, "Nah, she's good. She's staying way back there."
You'll have to toss me.
Don't tell the elf.
We don't have an elf.
We have a half elf.
Don't tell the half elf.
What do we see?
Yeah.
Oh. More tunnels, skulkies, and a door.
From what you can see here, let me depict the following. As you step into the room. In fact, who's going in first? I gotta know.
Always Rowan for now for marching.
All
order.
right. Let's do this. As you're you're kind of talking. You guys are. I don't want to say you're hamming it up, right? You're still moving carefully. But
Hello there.
as you're passing through, you're talking, and the moment you step into the room, you discover that there is something quite sizable by you. A 5-foot wide, rough-hewn circular tunnel breaches the west wall of this chamber, another which punches through the eastern wall. The rubble left by the excavation of these tunnels has been pushed into the northern part of this room, leaving the rest of this chamber clear. A few rat bones litter the floor, but otherwise the room mostly appears empty, with an exception to a large bipedal, almost robotic-like thing.
Does it look like this might have made the tunnels for them?
Yeah, I think you might assume that. When you're peering at them, it looks like one of its appendages appears more like a hook or crane, and the other of which looks to be some sort of drilling apparatus.
I don't know if that thing will attack us, but I think that's the thing that's been digging the holes for them. If it's a robot or something they control, or if it's actually alive, I don't know.
Are you sure it was digging the tunnels for them? Because it looks kind of big. Maybe it's something that the gnomes used when they were constructing.
Maybe.
You think they programmed them to also be racist?
I mean, maybe not at first, but
I would love to punt Aaron to the sun. I would. I really would.
okay. Change in order. Aaron's first.
Get it right. It's speciest, all right?
Aaron's gonna go check it out, guys. Everybody.
All right.
Everyone's gonna go check it out, guys.
All right, Aaron will step through.
That's crazy.
But Jen, it says race on my character sheet.
Insane.
Does it react to us?
It does not.
When I see a lack of reaction, my curiosity is going to take over, and I'm going to approach.
I will stop Aiden. I will grab his arm. Do not.
Okay,
get
give
closer.
me
It's
a
not
reflex.
bothering us.
I want a reflex as you go to stop him. I really just need to see you do a 10 or greater, and if he's going to try to resist, you just got to stop his combat maneuver. So, what is your CMD, Aiden?
15.
15. Give me a CMB versus his CMD, and as long as you break 15, you'll successfully stop him.
Oh my! Give me a CMB.
Yeah, you just click on your combat maneuver boy. Yeah, you grab onto his arm. It's gonna pull you back here. You wish to continue forward and investigate, but Rowan grabs you by the arm.
Hey, it's not engaging. It looks cool, and it may give us a clue or even a way to maneuver about this place. What gives?
Everything in here has tried to kill us. And just because it's not moving now, it may move when we get closer.
I'm not
What if
giving
it's an
anything else the
illusion?
benefit of the doubt.
What if it's an illusion? Can we throw something at it?
Let's not throw anything at it in case it turns it on.
Fine.
Let's check the door first before we mess with that thing, because there's a door up north. Is
Go
it
for
a...
it.
Yeah. Moving carefully with the stick. Not
Yeah.
that it helps,
Of course.
but I will keep doing
Get a
it.
refund on that stick.
As up to this point, as you push forward, you can tell before you even make it to the door that it matches.
We got a match.
It matches the symbol on the rod.
Aiden, you gonna move up with the rest of them?
Aiden, Sosora, and Aaron.
Maybe.
I have told
Mark it with
you
your chalk, we'll come back.
3,000 times.
I know. I just have to include you because you're not there. I know what you're doing. And I appreciate what you're
All right.
doing.
Fine, I'll go with.
You're being rear guard, which is super important. I appreciate.
Yeah.
Actually, this time it wasn't me forgetting to move the token. I really did not want to approach.
Yeah, he didn't want to move.
I'm looking. I'm
That's why
looking at the new
standing
toy.
here and not there. There's a reason
Just-
Sora is here.
Just mark it down, like everything else will come back.
We have all the time in the world after the kids are
Big-
safe.
Yeah, after the kids are safe, we can fucking do whatever here.
Break back into
Thanks.
here if we need to.
Machine.
A better like.
Damn,
Nope.
he just went right into it. I love that's the
Oh,
kind of energy that we're here for. Let's
We had-
go,
You
dude.
said the key match. So
It
I
does.
put
It
the key
does.
in
In
and
fact,
I turned it.
You place the rod in the door, and with several ticks and the bowing click of the door itself, the teeth released all the way around, swinging open, revealing what looks to be a workshop for all intents and purposes. This dark room has exits immediately on the north and southwest walls. Gear doors set into the south and east walls. You know because you've come from the south wall. A stone oven fills the northwest corner. Iron tongs hang from a hook nearby. Bottles, flasks, and pottery clutter shelves and table. It's all haphazardly pushed against its bare walls. Shards of broken glass and ceramic cover the floor, such that you think it would be difficult to cross the room without stepping on them.
Who's gonna carry me like a princess?
I'll do it.
Just be careful, guys. There's shattered stuff all over the floor in here. Rowan's gonna enter and come to this side because he sees rubble and wants to just whack around with the pole in case there's something invisible there.
You got it.
There's another tunnel here. There might be a skulker. Just be careful.
Is there anything of interest or value in here?
Perception.
Are you asking me or your peers?
Rowan.
I've only gone into the room. Like I haven't explored.
I love you just stepping. He's like, hey man, is there anything valuable in there? I'm a guard. Remember, I'm a guard. Hold on. Is there anything I can steal though? Just saying.
Got any games on your phone?
He's
A
Tom
lawful
Endearing.
guard talking about.
I don't see
stealing.
shit.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
It's
I
Tom
looked around.
Endearing.
I don't see
Hashtag
anything,
make
Aaron. You can take a
Cauldron
look.
Great again.
Rowan,
Guys.
the floor is covered in colored glass, shards of ceramic. Nothing immediately of value that you can tell. At least nothing that you can decipher anyway. You know that this place was written and designed by gnomes. All of the text here is gnomish. All of the tools here were for hands significantly smaller than anyone else in the group.
And Rowan wouldn't know anything about finery.
That's
He
right.
came from a farm town. Like,
I guess next time we go dungeon exploring, we should bring a broom with us.
Broom apparently a no.
I mean, technically, can I get over? Is this a stool? Or is this like, what is this?
It's a small workbench. There's a lot, like this place is, well, I mean, most of it is overturned up to this point. Even all the bookshelves have been turned to their sides. But yes, that is like a small workbench. It could be for you a stool because you're a medium-sized person.
No, just something I can grab and then use, because Aiden said if we had a broom, use it like a broom and just push all the colored glass aside to
You
make
could.
a path. And that's what I'll do. I'll just grab this bench and start pushing shit to make a path through the middle.
Okay.
Just mending on one of the pots just because.
I'm assuming it's probably this one right here immediately in front of you, right?
Sure.
You do, and as you like lean down, you're sort of crouched in that small little goblin-like pose. You cast Mend upon this, and it begins to slowly piece itself back together. You don't get to use Mend a lot, right? It's not something that you do with frequency, but you can tell that this pot is laid here for decades. Decades. And it begins to reassemble itself. You watch some of the clay begin to rise up the side like it was just free floating back upward, and it places itself, seats into this right position. You can tell there are chips, but you watch other chips sort of rise up as well and find its home, like it's been waiting for as long as the last gnome tread this path. It pieces itself back together, and it's beautiful. You're not sure what its purpose was, but it's a small ceramic pot. It's violet in color, has some interesting gnomish writing on its side. For the right person, it might fetch a fine price, but it's fragile.
I carry on.
Yeah, well, Carter's doing that, and Rowan's making a path for us through the center of the room here. Aaron was asking about like stuff of use or value earlier, but not like to loot the place, but more like, hey, is there another key? Is there possibly like some kind of map, or is there like alchemical reagents in here maybe somebody could use later?
Gotcha.
So he's just gonna kind of go around the edges of the room. He has combat boots on. He's not worried about a little glass. So he's gonna just look for stuff that might help him later in this dungeon.
Combat boots. Yeah, sponsored by Red Wing. Yeah, of course.
Sponsored by Red Wing.
Yeah. Sure.
Just do it.
You have guard boots on.
Yeah, I have guard boots. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They're probably plated. That's fine. Still, the leathers will still get pierced by sharp glass. It's not anything insane, right? But as you walk through, you kind of pander to one direction or another. You let your eyes sort of wander amidst the foray of leftover belongings. Give me a perception.
14.
Glance around and same situation. Your eyes are unfortunately trained to the delicate and broken glass in all directions, and it seems like despite your best efforts, you're just breaking it further, Farm. You're noticing that most of this is shattering even more so. You're almost creating like a fine ceramic or glass-like powder amidst its surface. God forbid someone fall in here. Do your best.
Best I can with what I got.
Pocket
Sure.
sand.
What about Aiden and Solsora?
There's another door over there too, guys.
Or was waiting for Aiden to move further. He's gonna stay by this door until Aiden's not in the doorway.
Aiden, maybe he's got this look on his face like he's just kind of watching them, and he may have a slight bit of a sulk look to him as he was denied going to look at his toys, so now he's just kind of well,
So
do we
you
have
pass
to?
by and you can see that he is, I don't want to say down in the dumps, but like you can tell that a little bit of his light's been stolen.
Rowan, did you grab the key back out of the door?
If
No.
Rowan didn't, so Sora did as the last person.
Sure. As you grab the rod from the door itself, 10 to 15 seconds pass by, and then you hear the sliding of the grating of stone across the cut cobble floor as it swings back closed.
Does I just meant to ping it. Does that door match the key also or no?
That door does not.
Okay. Well, we only have one pathway to go unless you want to crawl.
All right, and I'll go ahead and I'll follow along the semi-cleared now glass sand route that Rowan has provided for us, so that
Got
it
it.
doesn't pierce the bottom of my footwear.
Sure.
We can always come back. And it looks like it forks again.
So Sora. Perception, please.
Uh-oh.
Very good. So Sora, as the others are moving carefully so, Aaron, you would probably move too. You wouldn't just sit and wait. You've already had your moment to look. It's likely that you're probably pushed up behind the rest of the party. So Sora, as you move about the midst of the room, as you're the rear guard, you continue to push as well. You catch from the corner of your eye, your right eye, as you're watching the rest of the party, you keep glancing back. You know that the door itself is shut. You're not so leery of that path, but something draws the corner of your eye. And you can see the silhouette of what looks to be a man. But the figure of the man is much tighter than any of the men taken from Cauldron. It's thinner. It looks like a skulk. He sat completely still. No breathing, no sign of life, just motionless. But you have afforded yourself an opportunity with a very focused and trained vision, and you also know what you're looking for. As a Dwergar coming from the Underdark, you know how important being still is. And you see it. While the others completely passed by, a figure sat just atop, think like in the pose of a gargoyle with its knees brought tightly to its chest. It's on the side of a bookshelf. This one is different. This one has gleams and flits of silver that seem to occasionally catch your eye. Why the others missed, you're not sure.
It's all the dust I
Sora-
made. You're welcome.
Sora's gonna start speaking in Undercommon to this skull from where she is.
What do you say in Undercommon?
I'm gonna message you. Hold on. Hold on, Liberty.
Aaron,
Mm-hmm.
I think you hear this as the others continue to move. It's not that I think the others are deaf, but in this case, I don't think anyone else is focused on this. It's about pushing forward, and she's not being loud about it.
No, I'm not. I'm speaking loud enough to where I think a person across the room would hear me.
But you hear Silsora. She begins to speak, and that almost guttural, dark tone that is bereft mostly of any sort of consonant, or vowel that you're used to hearing. It is not a language that you are familiar with. She speaks. You hear back. It asks in Undercommon. Then why are you here? Aaron, you hear a voice.
Yeah. He's gonna snap his head around to where the second voice came from.
Do I hear him like turning around?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's in full garb, like guard garb, so there is more to his
So Sora's
whole...
putting one full hand up straight at Aaron to not do anything.
I think the others, you probably hear the sound of him turning around. It's not quiet. He is in, you're in breastplate, right?
I'm in a
Or is it
chain
scale?
coat.
You're going to hear the sound of the chain itself sort of rustling as he whips around. When you glance back, you see that she is focused on the eastern side of the room, but you don't see anyone there. Yep. She speaks again a bit louder this time in Undercommon.
I guess the best way to put what Aaron's wearing is like a kind of padded gambeson with a chain coat over it and then like a cloth over it, the chain.
There's a pause. And then the voice again, this time louder. None of you see whom of which this came from.
What do you got, Silsora?
She's not responding to anybody that's not this gargoyle, this skull, by the way. Not saying anything. She's keeping her one hand up towards Aaron and saying absolutely nothing else to them.
And Rowan's looking in the other direction. He's not looking back at what's going on.
There is another pause, and you can see just the slightest bit of movement. I'll afford... Oh, let's take a look. Let's see what you can see, my friend. I think... Can you see it? You can't. So everyone but Rowan can make a perception outside of... So, Christy, you already see it. The other three can. Rowan cannot. Make a perception check for me, please.
Yeah, I'm not looking that way anyway. I'm watching.
Aaron does not see it.
Oh boy.
Carter does not see it.
Well, we knew that.
Jen, you are within desperation to see it.
No, I'm not going to throw a desperation just for this.
Okay. You ask your question. When the hell?
But Aiden will call out, "Hey, Rowan, Sosora's talking like she did to her friend earlier."
I hear. I trust her. I'm watching our back now.
Sora, there's a long pause when he says that. Where Sora doesn't say anything. She just kind of looks like she's staring off in that direction.
The long pause, this pregnant pause that lingers between the two of these voices that emanate across the room. And then you hear a word that everyone recognizes. Jizadrun Bana.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
Do we see Solsora actually say that? Does she just kind of like nod and say, yeah, that's not...
No, that's Christy. That's not Sora.
That's not good.
No. Shut up, chat.
Be
Chat, I'm
quiet.
having a moment.
They have one. E no se skulk, no sta. Meyasana, you are tweeb. Alice, skulk.
The pause is even longer this time than any of the other ones previously.
The one thing that you guys can understand is that she said the same word back. She said, Yuatib. And then she says something to the effect of her name, Solsora. Your best guess is it's some form of introduction. Otherwise, why would she say her name? Is anybody going to ask anything? Is there any additional questions? Is the tension sort of rising in the room? Because you guys still can't see this person.
No, I can. My best guess is he's over in that direction.
I mean,
somewhere,
I have not deviated at all. I'm staring here, and Sora's not stopped staring here.
Aaron is just kind of looking around the room in that direction, kind of tense, but he's trusting his Sora on this one.
Rowan's waiting because the last one was super skittish. So, like, if we can get anything from, like, Solsora can get anything from this, he's not going to ruin that.
Yeah, not to mention, Solsora said she's been holding a hand up to stop us. So that's the only reason, as unless she falls into like bewilderment or something like that, he's going to give her the chance to do her thing.
Bub, is there somewhere over here that Solsora, by over here I mean over by this skulk, is there somewhere Solsora can reach by this skulk? It doesn't have to be at its level, but something above the ground level. Or would like this be the closest?
You want to get closer to it, or am I misunderstanding you?
I want to put something on a surface near him, but I don't want to be like right on top of him.
The closest would be on either side of him, unless you wish to set it on the floor.
Yeah, I'll go to the side of him then. She's gonna set down 2 of her rations next to him, and then she's gonna leave with everyone else.
When you move over to place the rations down, he sort of, I don't want to say he has an outburst, but he like looks down at them, and then you get a better look at this person, and the only thing that you can really sort of make out in absolute clarity is the vibrant silver of their eyes. And he speaks this time. He says,
No food. Find cure. Find cure.
Then Solsora will heed his wishes, take her food, and she will leave.
Cure to what?
Well, Aiden, I assume that means your assumption was correct.
Yeah, I'm thinking that
They're suffering from the same thing the gnomes did.
Yeah,
Yes.
suffering from the vanishing, and generally, if it's a magical malady, mystically speaking, you can treat it just like a curse. And anything that would purge curses usually would purge this sort of thing, so.
He wants the cure.
Did he say
Vanishing.
who has the cure, or no? He just wants a cure.
That is the only thing he wants. And if he gets the cure, the skulks will stop.
Oh, is he like a leader for them?
Yes.
Did he give you a direction on where we can go to get to these people? Nothing other than the cure.
Is it
He
like
doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything but the fact that the disappearing is happening.
you say it's like a curse, like Bane?
A bane would be a short-lived type of curse. Generally, curses of this nature are persistent, so you need someone of a higher level with a higher level dispelling, or a holy representative coming in and blessing it. The priesthood is much better at dispelling curses than the academic side.
But could blessing it help it?
I mean, a bless is like I said, it's another short-term thing. The chances of a bless breaking a curse are so minuscule as to almost basically say no.
Also,
I don't think the gnomes would have suffered if it was that easy.
Would a bless hurt somebody from the Underdark? Before you try casting anything, in the attempt to helping the person, you may harm them more.
I mean, I could only say from...
Bob, is there a roll you want me to make for that? Because Rowan's addressing Solsora directly.
You don't know. You don't
No.
know. You're not
Okay.
sure. You don't know
Sure.
the extent of the vanishing and what it does magically.
I think he's more asking if sword casting bless would hurt a
Somebody from the
dark-dwelling-
Underdark.
a dark dwelling
because,
creature.
like how what's her name? Record got hurt when it's a sword cast. We don't want that to happen again.
Well,
Record situation was different.
I know it's
but
different,
in this case, so Sora, you are aware that the Underdark they have significant religion, and blessings are potent. Now, blessings of Palor, of the sun god, that might sting a little.
That's why I'm asking.
That might sting a little. They may not like that.
There's 2 Palor people here.
Yeah.
Their blessings
like
are
the sun.
of more of a darker variety.
Yeah.
I would not recommend it, Carter.
Yeah, so,
I would certainly not recommend.
I know you want to help because they're trying to be helpful, but you might wind up hurting them more.
Beshwa on the Karsa. Ein Kasmojin. Skulken do nakash.
You want to translate that one?
It's a lot of repeat. He said, "Find a cure for this curse. I'll take to Casmogen. No skulk to fight."
What or who is Casmogen?
Kasmojin.
Probably whoever's behind all of this.
Kasmojin beana de dwarfa.
I heard dwarf.
Yeah.
Welcome back to our dwarf central here.
Well, we can assume that that's the dwarf that the other one was talking about.
Dwarfa.
I just all right, going by what so Sora, ask if Casmogen, if you said half a dwarf and Casmogen, would that apply?
Oh.
I'm eager to see what she writes.
Repeat what you want me to ask, Aiden.
Just ask them if this Casmogen is a person, is a dwarf. If you described him as half a dwarf, would it be accurate?
Like the riddle. Half a
Yeah,
dwarf.
from our.
Behene Kasmojin dwarfa. Behene grokta.
Sorry, that was Fangirl Christy for a moment there. I did let it out. Yes.
Just yes.
Half a dwarf and half a monster.
Oh, shit.
You said half a lobster?
Monster.
Oh, monster. I'm sorry.
It's got pincers.
Okay, so yeah, it almost seems as if maybe a quick trip up top to see if we could borrow the services of a church representative to cure this guy, to have him lead us to Casmogen might be a quicker way of handling this. What do you think?
But he doesn't just want to be cured. He wants the cure.
To save
very
the rest of his
specific.
people, right?
He wants the cure.
Yeah.
We also don't know if going up there and bringing someone back down will actually just lead to a cure? Don't they have to like research it or something? Magic's confusing.
I mean, didn't you
Yes.
say earlier, Aiden, that was a
Magic is
pretty
confusing.
famous curse?
Well, it's only famous locally, and that's only because we've got a professor that specializes in Jesadrune at Blue Water.
Hmm.
And that professor's down here somewhere.
Yeah, so if we
I don't
find this professor, he might know what the cure to the vanishing is.
He might.
Can you
That's-
ask? Can you
That's
ask?
probably
our
why he got
Skulk?
kidnapped and disappeared.
Can you ask the Skulk if he's seen the professor?
Even if he did, he wouldn't have cared. The professor isn't important to him.
But the professor might be able to make the cure.
But if someone's not important to you,
Yeah, you don't pay
you're really
attention.
not gonna keep paying
Yep.
attention to it.
Well, yeah.
Just
we
another
could-
prisoner.
You can ask, maybe just say we need the professor to get the cure. Can also ask if they've got a rat down here. Who knows? I mean, he's talkative. Maybe we can get something out of him. I mean, how diplomatic you feeling, Sosora?
Put it this way, we haven't been stabbed yet.
Is that
Okay.
diplomatic down here?
Well, do you think he'll start stabbing if you keep talking? I mean, have you pissed him off enough? Have you reached the end of his frustration?
Oh,
Would if we gave him a drink, would it work? You know,
No,
to keep
he
him
doesn't want
talking.
it. He wants
Forget
the
that.
cure. He doesn't care about anything else.
I know he wants the cure. Does he have any keys?
Jesus.
That's more important. We need to get him the cure.
Yeah,
but we
we'll
can't through
find-
doors. We need keys.
We'll either find the professor or his body down here somewhere. It's going to be a lot harder to find keys.
They might have them. They may have. They dug tunnels all over the place. They might have more keys already. I don't think that he's going to care about prisoners that may have passed by, but the keys for these doors are pretty specific.
And so Sora, in the middle of her undercommon, she's gonna hold up the golden rod that she has from the door. She's not gonna like hand it to him. She's far enough away, but she's just holding it up so you can see it.
You were given a moment when you asked that question, because you sort of you asked several questions.
Right.
Well, I think...
Pathetic. Just
Did
this guy wants to go. He wants the security more than
I get it.
else.
I understand why too. Ivy cast invisible.
Benishiheward, ba bredo de buana. Buana de brego de grel, anakehezo kakasmo jenen rata.
Rata make sense to anyone?
Yes.
Additionally, we have a guide.
When you say Rata, you can see now he leans over the top, like he's leaning over the top of the bookshelf, and he goes,
Rata.
He will show us if we break the curse and kill Grill, he will take us to Kazujin and Tirata. AKA.
Kill what?
Who's Grill?
We have to kill Grill.
Who's Grill?
Oops.
Where is Grill?
Is Grill the already
He's
thing?
gonna show us the way around.
Is it the thing we already killed?
The Grail.
and there's a pause for a moment, and now is when you actually can see the location of this person. Not because he makes himself visible, but you literally see what looks to be a rock lift from the floor and start drawing on the wall. You can see the stone moving through his hand, and it begins to draw a picture of a creature.
Great.
And the creature that you are shown, let's see.
It's Rask.
No, God, no. You would not be
Jackson,
ready.
God. No,
It's a choker.
Jackson, stop.
It's Mommy Rust Monster.
You guys are the worst. Why are these my party members? I'd like to get new ones, thank you.
This it doesn't make a lot of sense at first. It's like this bizarrely shaped oval, and then there are a bunch of tentacles that hang from the bottom of this tentacle from this oval, and then there is a massive like apex predator beak, like a bird's hawk beak from the front of it, and the stone taps several times.
Grail. Grail.
No.
Well,
Choose
Jen knows what it
your
is.
local?
Do you, what can I roll to try and?
You can give me what knowledges would you like to try for this?
How about with specialization? I'll start with Arcana since I
Makes sense.
know this is an aberration and that they overlap. So
Yeah,
I
go
have
for it.
5 options for you, Bub, if one of them works better than the others.
Sure, you can try.
Arcana, history,
Can I roll planes? Is it of this world?
ability, planes, or religion.
I'm
Or
trying
if you think
to
local would be applicable because I'm
see.
from the Underdark. That's on you, though.
It's definitely an aberration. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if this thing is from a far realm or not. Yeah, this could. I'll give you planes. Knowledge planes could help you here.
History or let's see what I have.
Damn.
Or Arcana.
Carter and Aiden.
Carter and Aiden are gonna get it. Arcana would be okay too if you want to try that.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's try one reroll. This is
Sure,
one
I think
it's better.
after you hear the taps on the walls after the drawing several times, you suddenly begin to know it. I think it's way more apparent for Carter and for Aiden. Carter, you're going to get this right away. This is a planar creature, or at least they're found in multiple planes. This is called a grell, and it looks like a large brain with a hawk's beak on the front of it, and it has 10 tentacles that hang from it. It's a flying creature.
and it floats about 10 feet above the ground.
Yeah. And they're pretty nasty. They aren't the most common creatures in the Underdark, but they're there.
Okay.
Why is that even here?
Why was there a
Well-
thing that chokes people to
Welcome to
death
the
here?
Underdark.
Grail. Grail.
Well,
Grand.
here's the thing. You know, we've seen chokers. Now we've got Grell. So tentacles are in our future. Let's just say this.
Shocking.
If he'll take us where we need to go, it's worth trying.
He said he knows
All right.
the way around and he will show us.
Well, who feels like taking down a floating bird brain?
We kind of have no choice.
It sounds like the fastest way to get to the kids, so we should at least go give it a look.
Christy, you are aware of his conditions. He will not show you until you find a cure. You produce a
We
curse
need a
break,
cure.
and then
need
you
a
kill the
curse
Grell.
break.
If you can kill the Grell and find a cure, said he would lead you to Casmogen and to the rat.
But he also said he would show us around because I asked how he was traveling around.
Yeah.
But we need this cure. This cure's the only way we're gonna get.
If above board, if we can cure a legendary fucking disease, we wouldn't be in the dungeon.
Well, see,
So,
here's the thing: a scroll of remove curse is a cure.
That's correct. But that would also mean that you guys would have to go to the surface.
yes. Go all the way back. Come all the way back down.
I'm following Skulk now. Skulk said he's gonna show us around. So Sora's all on board.
Yeah. Rowan is
You-
too.
Okay, refresh me, dude. Was the professor kidnapped, or did he just come down here of his own volition for
He
research?
came down.
came down
for
here of his own
research,
volition.
and he disappeared.
Right.
He
And
didn't
he
come
never
back.
came back.
He disappeared.
Yes. So
Okay, so like
If you wanted to talk more with Yuatib, you can, but you have to lean into what very little common he actually knows,
Right. Or
which is like less than 1%, or Christy
Right.
to communicate
Or-
those things.
correct.
And so Sora is an introvert and doesn't like talking. So
So Sora doesn't mind talking to this guy because this guy seems more helpful than anyone else we've talked to so far.
yeah.
To be
So-
frank,
And
you can tell by his mannerisms and the way that he's like getting louder and explaining, and he's willing to volunteer information. He's desperate.
right, this is literally like
So the deal is,
if the priority for normal people's like here, his priority's like through the sky, basically.
yeah. So what's the exact deal? If
The
we
deal-
kill this thing,
The deal,
will-
deal is break the curse, and he
He will
will
take
tell
us to
you where the
Casmogen.
Grell is, and you kill the Grell.
Then he'll take us to Casmogen. and
He'll
Toronto.
walk you through this place, help you get the rat, and send you to Casmogen. He's not going to help you with Casmogen.
and
Right.
Casmogen, by all intents and purposes, seems to be the half dwarf in our realm.
Correct.
And he said it was a Benha. It was a Benha dwarf and Benha
And
Grokta,
Benha,
which
is
means
monster.
half monster.
Correct.
okay. Well,
Um,
none of us can read Gnomish, so I doubt we can piece together anything that they have left of trying to break this themselves. And was it specifically breaking the curse on him, or
No, breaking the curse, period. He's very clear that he cares about breaking the curse, period.
that's going to be difficult?
When you say that, like with assurance,
No,
Oh god, he
Break
just wants to not be cursed.
curse. Yuatib.
Oh, just for him.
Oh boy.
oh, that's easier. That's just going to
That's
cost gold.
straight- That's more straightforward.
Do we think we can get back to the surface fast enough to justify this being our fastest route?
How much would a scroll like that cost?
well, Aiden can figure that out pretty quick.
Yeah, it's just a third level scroll. It's. I mean, 500 gold.
Sheesh. While this is all going down, did you want to take a look at this bracelet?
Yeah, I can go ahead and I can take a look at it.
Maybe it's something useful.
Above board, if you were at all interested, if you wanted to buy a remove curse scroll, it's 375 gold.
Okay.
Okay, it's cheaper in Pathfinder than it is in 3.5.
Yeah, everything's better in Pathfinder.
Yay.
W for Pathfinder, everyone.
All right, so yeah, normally a church will sell them for about 375, 400 if you're on their bad side, cheaper if you're a devout follower.
So 500 for us. Got it.
Well, I mean,
Unless
you got a
Taylor's
sponsor.
got one.
You guys have a direct
Or
sponsor,
Kenya's got one.
so I'm sure she
And-
would be willing to help within reason.
And and you know,
She already
we-
front loaded us enough.
A third level scroll for the children would be a trade that Jen is gonna make every time.
But anyway, what about this bracelet?
All right, give me the bracelet and give me 10 minutes.
I just want to know if it's helpful in this situation. That's why I'm pushing.
It's a bracelet of remove curse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, or what if it's a ward, curse ward, like, or something? You know, I don't know if ward.
You said it was a spindle ironstone.
You said it
No.
looked like a pearl.
No, I didn't say that at all.
That's what you did. You said it was. You mentioned
I
the
didn't.
pearl and you meant a spindle.
I didn't.
He said you weren't sure how it was being held, if it was spindles or something like that. Like, it was not
was kind
in
of-
return to the stone. He said there was tourmalines in the bag, and this looked like a pearl.
That part I remember.
Yes.
That part I did remember.
Not what I heard.
Rowan,
You can run it back. I never said what it was.
He did not. He said what it looked like.
All
Not
right.
what it
Well,
was.
Remembered it being on the thing.
Yeah. And any spindle-like word was in relation to how it was being, or like what it would, how it would attach to somebody or something. I think it was
I'm
not the gem itself.
all right. That I may have misheard. I definitely heard the word spindle, and that's what I focused on. So
I heard a spindle-like word. I don't know if it was spindle, but it was in relation to something else, not the gem itself.
I did also hear spindle.
that is my mistake. Apologies.
And I don't remember 100% exactly what it was either.
Sorry. Too much history, and my brain goes to places immediately, and I make connections.
Jen knows too much.
That's the problem, and I apologize. It's a bad habit.
It's all good.
Is it actually a spindle ion stone?
No.
I just said it was a floating pearl.
Okay.
Correct.
Gotcha. Well, assuming we sit here for 10 minutes while he casts Identify.
Well, also Christie's having this conversation in Undercommon, so I'm like, why are we wasting time? He could be identifying this.
All right, so, Bub, after I burn a spell slot and learn what this is, what do we got?
To no one's surprise, you have a clear spindle ion stone. It's wild that you knew that exact information without me having to say it.
You said
I didn't.
The
have to
word,
watch the
the
VOD on
word
this
was
one.
in relation to how it was
Yeah, Cliff.
attaching. It
Chat,
wasn't the stone
shackle
itself.
back in the VOD. Chat, we're going on a scavenger hunt. What was said at the beginning? Chat, you gotta go.
Clips. Who's out there getting clips? Go.
Chat.
I can tell you more about it.
Finds it.
After you identify it and you take the time, you are aware that it is of the flawed quality, and the clear spindle ion stone at flawed quality will sustain the wearer without food, but he must consume twice the normal amount of water.
Oh, that's all it does.
Pretty useful.
As I figure out the information, I will relay it.
It's not useful for this. I was hoping it was something with the curse. That's why.
Give it to Jackson, double the water with no benefit.
He could squirt water directly in his
Yay.
mouth. He doesn't need.
I
He
need,
doesn't.
hi,
he
me
just-
too. This is got the same
This is
thing.
perfect. This is perfect for no reason that will come up in the future in particular.
All right. Well, who wants it? Has the probably more useful on someone who can create water.
I say it goes
I
to
take
Carter.
it. I'm already not
Here.
eating food.
Yeah, he already has it.
Yeah, he has it
If
built
Carter's
in.
got it already, if Carter's not taking it, so Sora's gonna ask for it. If Carter hasn't taken it, if Carter takes it, so Sora will let him take it.
If Sora wants it, then he'll hand it over.
Well, Carter can't eat because there's no sun here. That's why I said. So now at least he could shoot water into his mouth, so he
Correct.
can eat.
That's why I said if Carter's taking it, so Sora's not gonna say anything.
The rest of us
Eden,
can
is
eat.
this something you'd have to attune to? Or does it just work by putting it on?
Yeah, Aiden, you know that it does. It takes a 24-hour period to attune.
Yeah. I mean, normally ion stones tend to circle your brow unless you've got an apparatus like this, or you happen to have access to an ion weird or something like that. But it has to get used to, and then in about 24 to 48 hours, its effects will start to materialize.
Right.
They're extremely valuable. Extremely
Even in the flawed
valuable. Even in the flawed state. Even in the flawed state, this is probably a couple thousand gold.
Nice.
Yeah, it's worth more than the curse skull. The remove curse girl.
So that person that had it is somebody very rich or somebody very important,
Or both.
or both.
Now they're kind of dead.
Well,
Or somebody who stole it, like one of the.
Oh, anyone who's walking around with 2 gemstones on them is.
2 tourmalines and a couple thousand gold bracelet.
The tourmalines are finely cut. They're pretty valuable gems, all things considered.
Do you think these tourmalines are enough to get the scroll?
Probably.
I don't know about gem value. I apologize.
Yeah. I mean,
So are we gonna let him show us how he's moving around and then proceed forward? Or are we going out and getting this scroll and
That's
then
what
fighting
Sasor
a
wants to
thing?
do. Sasor wants to follow him.
All right, I'll go with whatever. I'll follow Sasora's lead. This is the only stuff we got going on right now.
Sasor wants to follow him. As soon as he says, I will show you, Sasor's on board.
Got it.
Rowan's on board.
yep.
I'm a follow.
Sasor would rather do this than have to go back to the servers and lose his potential connection.
So you guys want to go to the surface. So this is what this is going to look like. I am going to position you guys back at drop point where you initially descended into this place. Okay?
Are we going to the surface?
Right? That's what you said you wanted to do? You wanted to go get the scroll?
No,
No.
I'm following him.
He was gonna show us how he moves around or
he's
Oh,
moving
no.
around.
No. He said that he would do that after you get the curse break.
There you go. Well, then
Oh,
we're
You
right
break the
there.
curse, he'll take you to the Grell. You kill the Grell, he'll take you to the Rat and to Chasmogen.
Perfect.
In above board.
The other offer
we know?
is that on top of that, you will not be attacked by
Attacked by more skulls.
any skulk.
Because he's in charge.
How many hours has
That's
it
my
been?
question.
We know.
Because we took
Did we ever
a
know?
rest.
You guys took a full rest. So
Correct.
you're looking at probably 10 to 11 hours.
Yeah, so it's half a day already. And it's going to take us a while to get back.
It's
Then we gotta
daytime.
go get the scroll.
Right now, it's daytime because you guys came down
Correct.
here at night.
Correct. We've gone 12 hours. It's basically daytime now.
And you know that the Darkstalkers and the Skulks, they don't move during the day. That was something that was already
Correct.
very clear. So this guy's not going anywhere.
Perfect. And we know
Would
where he
he?
is.
My question is, would he be able to safely lead us to the entrance so we can get, or the fastest way to the entrance so we can go get him his cure? Even if he doesn't want to show us around here yet, can he take us to the entrance quickly so we can get out?
I can relay that to him.
Sure.
You're not going to be able to get enough common for that, I don't think.
No.
Man, I wish he spoke more common. I'd try and convince him.
I know you're a Rizlical.
Well, let's just next level. I'm going to take some linguistics, and I'm going to take Bing Bong and Undercommon, and maybe Gnomish as well.
Who's gonna teach you Bing Bong other than Carter?
Aiden's got to teach me a language too.
I got 10 diplomacy, but I can't speak to this man.
Teach me how to watch the stars.
He looks to you, Christy, as Solsora, and he shakes his head no. He says,
Ouija one call, Ouija one ray.
All right, we're following Aiden's markings. We better hope they're good.
Well, Bub just
Well-
said he's going to take us back to the entrance. but,
No,
like,
he just said he's not gonna.
No.
He said
Not this guy,
Well,
but he
yeah,
said he's going to
but-
drop us at our
yeah,
starting
I'm going to
point.
move you guys at
Correct.
the starting point. You're just going to have to kind of backtrack your steps a little bit.
Yeah.
But
his,
you will
His exact words are, "You find your way here. You find your way back. You gotta go."
you will note that in this time, you will find that there is no opposition from the Skulks. You're not sure how, you're not sure when, or what he did, but the Skulk threat will be eliminated for the time being.
Yippee!
You're
No,
brought
don't have to
back.
get randomly invisibly stabbed.
Yeah.
All
Safe
right.
sometime.
I can see this going well because as soon as we come out of the door,
It's going to be a crime scene.
Yeah.
A bunch
it
of city guys
certainly
just
is.
standing around.
But now we actually we could tell Keegan that there's going to be no more fucking invisible guys in his house threatening him. Those are skulks.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
So
Okay.
maybe he can be a little more forthright with information.
and we can also tell him we know who's holding the rat, and as soon as we come back, our actions are to go get it as well. So
We
He's
have
going to get it.
back to the rat.
yeah, his familiar is alive, and we know how path to get it. So
True.
You find your way back above. You rise from landing to landing, taking stairs as you ascend to the surface into Gelv's locks. And to no surprise, you are met with the opposition of guard force, led by none other
Then
than
your
Leona
sister.
Reeve.
And Leona Reeve.
All right.
Yeah, that's Aaron's job now.
When
Or
you
Carter.
make your way to the surface and you exit, you are all immediately accosted by the guard who doesn't know you from anyone whatsoever. Leona sees you and she says nothing. And when you appear in front of your sister, Erin, she foists you off the ground by your armor. She says, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?"
Getting the missing people.
Yeah. We got a lead. And we're on a quest. Sanctioned quest.
You were
This is
supposed
what you-
to lay low. To not draw a bunch of attention to yourself.
Unfortunately, we didn't have the time for that.
And Keegan.
Keegan was under threat when we got
Yes.
here.
Did he relay that to you?
Of course he did.
Okay.
Through chattering teeth and fear of what was even going to happen, he is scared out of his mind.
Yeah. There was something invisible in this house that stabbed me in the chest. That's what he was afraid of,
You seem to be doing okay.
thankfully.
But imagine our surprise when we're informed that a group of people seen multiple times in the city are caught in the late hours using magic to blow open the door of one of the most respected individuals in town.
His locks are too good.
He wouldn't open it.
Well, let's make this clear. You're going to pay for it. I don't care if it comes out of your pocket, or yours. And she lowers you to the ground.
That's understandable. We knew that ahead of time.
I think getting his rat back alive will be payment enough.
and us getting the children back will be compensation enough as well.
We need to head to...
She shakes her head multiple times and she looks to the guards and she kind of waves them on so they start to lower their swords. She looks back at you and she thumbs you in the armor, but you can feel the pressure of her finger through the armor. She says, "You're an idiot. You're gonna get yourself killed. You're my brother, right?
Yes.
What did you always tell me when I was little? If something happens, come tell me." I remember that clearly. Maybe you don't, but it was 21 years for me, and it was a week ago for you, and you forgot that fast?
I'm sorry, Leona. Things are happening fast. You don't need to tell me I'm out of my depth here, but there is so much on the line right now.
At least let us know. Terse and I can be adjacent. And look, I get that we're guards, but we're your family. I'm your family. I'm your sister. I'm your sister long before I'm a guard.
All right. Rowan, you're the fastest out of us. You think you could get to the church and get a scroll?
Rowan just starts moving.
I want to
Look,
try and keep
wait,
Rowan.
comes
in hopes
back.
That
Our treasurer has all the gold.
Yes. So, Sora, I need about 400 gold.
You're muted, Christy.
Oh,
Still
she
muted,
gave out all
Christy.
the
Give
gold.
it-
She gave out the gold already. To
Talk again
everybody.
for
I
us?
already.
Okay, cool.
I should be unmuted now.
Yeah.
I have most of the gold. Rowan, I think, has his. I don't know if I gave everyone else theirs. I don't remember.
I never
To be
got
real,
mine.
That was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
I took mine because I bought stuff.
You definitely still have mine.
Okay, so I have at least 2/5 of it.
you have.
So I have
mine.
at least 400.
Okay, so then
400
you're going to take 400 of the remaining 600 gold, and you are going where with it?
I'm gonna go to Genya first. That's the only church I know.
Sure.
See if
Church
they
of St.
have it.
Cuthbert.
Yep.
You will discover that Genya is indisposed at the moment, but Rufus is there, and he agrees that with the Liege of Sponsorship, that they can afford you a scroll of Remove Curse, but it's going to come at cost from them for this time, especially when you explain the severity of the situation. He'll have to basically drum from the coffers to find this. And it's not going to be that expensive. Like it's expensive, but the crafting cost is 190 gold. So if you give him 190 gold, that's going to consume basically the craft cost of the scroll itself, and that's not really much of an issue. He tells you pretty clearly, like normally we ask for more, but given the situation and the severity of it, I think we can turn a blind eye this time.
Whatever you think is appropriate. If it costs more, we'll pay more. You've already been very generous.
I'm sure Genya will understand.
Okay. Thank you, Rufus.
He'll provide a scroll and scroll case. It's obviously not something that the regular person can afford. That's a lot of money. But it will, for all intents and purposes, eat 190 gold if you wish to return the other 410, right? Because you gave, was it 600? 400 that you
She gave me
bought?
400.
I
Okay.
gave him 400, so he's giving me 210.
Okay, so you can return 210 back from that. Go ahead and erase the 190 gold from that amount.
All right.
And you will have that. What is the conversation that is said to Leona in the meantime? Is there anything that Silsora and Aiden also does in that time? Do you offer any aid? Do you just kind of like silent?
I guess.
Well, Sora is saying absolutely nothing unless Leona physically addresses her. Or Aaron physically addresses her.
Got it.
Saying nothing else.
Okay. You want to speak as family? We have time for that now. Ask away.
Why? You only just spoke of Keegan and his potential affiliations, but you had no proof. What was your proof?
We have been scouting out. I got stabbed. We've seen skulks, underdark creatures hanging around his building. That is not something someone up here would have any interaction with other than duress or some sort of
Can anyone else verify
affiliation.
the sightings of these creatures?
I yell from St. Cuthbert Church. I got stabbed in the chest. I told you.
Well, in addition, we also got a tip that the skulks, identified as skulks themselves, independent from what we thought they were coming from his basement. When we went to investigate, yes, we encountered skulks, and yes, he got stabbed. So that rumor turned out to be incredibly credible.
Let me be 100% clear here. I have recently discovered of a verified and fulfilled charter within the guild house. And Aaron, I'm so immensely proud of you for making a decision to not follow in anyone's shoes. That's the nature of your job now. No one cares if you get stabbed. You should, but I don't. Your pay is leaps and bounds greater than mine, but I suppose that comes with the territory. Survive, but don't come crying to me when you've lost a thumb, when you've lost an arm. Your friend has died. This is the lot you have thrown in with. This is just cause and effect, Aaron. You're an adventurer now. You're with the guild. I can't protect you. There are some things that state and dictate that you're above the law.
Not above, but certainly living by different ones. All I can say is we had credible reasons that the guild will be more than happy to discuss on our behalf after this is over as to why we had to forcefully enter here.
That's fine. The only thing that I can do is hold you accountable for what's happened here in Keegan's home, in his workplace.
We will pay for his door if he wishes for it, with monetary value, not with return of a rat when he requested it. And
I'm sure there will be an initial reward for the return of his pet.
His familiar, yes. Second of all, I'm sure you saw where we came out of.
We were afforded that information from Keegan himself, yes.
Yes. If I'm sure you have a lot more caution than we do at the moment, but that, for your information, is what scholars refer to as Jizzadroom. It's a dungeon.
More accurately, it's an old Noma stronghold. We currently believe that many items in it are cursed. It is full of traps and currently full of skulks, which is what we are dealing with.
That's a lot to process.
Basically, the skulks and a few other Underdark creatures have made their way up into the dungeon and are working on behalf of... What was his name?
I believe the name was Chasmogen, but
yes, Chasmogen, in order to some kind of slave trade, or maybe he's exploring the dungeon, but for whatever reason, he's needed a lot of people.
Can We've had perception, please, from Solsora and from Aiden. Okay. Solsora with a 10. Aiden with an 11.
I rolled a 10 on the die, and I thought I could get a little lucky. I did not get lucky. That's on me, coach. That's on me.
She was feeling really good about those earlier perceptions. She's like, I can do that again. I can do that again.
I'm like, 18's not that good. I could get better.
Go gambling.
And then I rolled a 2. Womp womp.
She's, well, we're going to remain posted here. We cannot do much more than this.
I thank you for that much. The skulk are tricky. They are barely perceivable. And as far as we know, there are other parties looking for this location. We don't know who, we don't know why, but there's someone else that is interested in this.
I have cool options. I did not know I could do this. Okay. Can anyone see? You can't. You guys can't. Unless you're watching stream, in which case, don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Nope.
We're still in the... For me, we're still in the hallway. We're not
we're
even
in the hallway.
The house.
We're not even in the house.
We're in a hallway, and I have chat popped out, so I don't have stream.
Yeah,
perfect.
I pop out chat too. Yeah.
Perfect.
Anytime I look at stream, it's just to look at my picture to make sure I'm in frame.
The three of you will be standing there.
Yep.
You'll be focusing on the explanation that Aaron is giving. He is getting grilled. It's like a police officer is watching his every move, looking for any kind of contestable lie that he may be sputtering from his maw. And she only looks to you for verification purposes. That's it. Your attention is quite tight to the situation. You notice nothing out of the ordinary. Farm, as Rowan and Carter run back You have the scroll case in hand containing the remove curse scroll, which may cut out a great deal of problems. Wandering aimlessly through this gnomish stronghold, you think that this might be a break. It did come at a cost. Significant price. That's not small. You've not seen that kind of money flung around at all. Like, you were given a significant stipend for starting your guild charter with the expectation of equipping yourselves. But for a single item to go to another person like this, you got it tremendously discounted. It was a turn a blind eye kind of situation. It was in the heat of the moment. You think that this was sort of a small boon. And for a moment, you kind of want to gloat about it. How you feel like a tide might be turning. How you can almost tell that the children are right there. It's at the cusp, right? You're right there. You're gonna do something good. How the scroll came at such a low fee, you think, compared to what others may pay. And you turn to look at Carter to express that gratitude from whatever being on high is watching over and making sure that this kind of thing happens, and that there is a flicker. You see that torque catch the sun. It seems to illuminate into such a way that it catches your eye, and you know that it's working. You know that it's working because it's still free floating. The magic has never quite faded away. But as you see Carter running alongside you, you see just a small amount of his jawline fade. You can see just a hint of it become a little transparent as it flickers against the light of the sun. And that's where we end tonight's session.
We're all disappearing, guys.
God damn it. No, there's probably a disease, the magic disease in that item. God damn it.
Yay!
There's no way he gave us an item that expensive and didn't have some kind of trap on it.
Oh, that's funny.
Don't if you identify an item, it should show that.
How have we
You would
gone
think
to
that it would.
You
2
would
of
think that it
3
would.
sessions, and Carter somehow has been
If I'm gonna
done
metagame
twice
it a
in
little
3
bit,
sessions.
I bet it says in the book specifically that identifying the item doesn't give away the disease that's in there.
You know what? You might be right.
Listen, everybody loves when Carter's in trouble.
There's
Now we're
even a
gonna have
movie
to
about it. It's literally
decide.
called Get Carter, right?
That's
Like, this
right.
is perfect.
Now we have to decide between using the scroll on Carter.
You don't know how long it lasts, right? This could be a very long-winded
Yeah.
thing.
It could be. I think. I don't. Yeah, I'm not the expert.
I'm not vanished yet. It's fine. We just conquer all of this shit before I disappear, and then we go back and get another scroll.
Exactly.
I mean,
Easy.
hey, we can buy another scroll. We know where we find a bunch of paintings that we can pawn off.
Exactly.
Also, we could
besides
being
sell-
invisible, what does the vanishing do? Because that guy was interacting with physical objects. Can I still hit things with my Morning Star while being vanished?
Oh, you guys are aware of what happens. With the vanishing, you start to fade until you suddenly don't exist anymore.
I returned to Paylor. It's fine.
Perfect.
Bro, it's all
We can
Perfect.
sell this to Blue Water and tell them it's cursed, and then they could study it and figure it out and make more money.
Could be the case. Either way, that's it for episode 17. God, it felt good. That was fun. I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest. A little salty about what happened with the spider.
Yeah,
A
I bet
little
you
salty.
were.
I did not expect to kill it on
it.
a-
Bub. We're becoming them.
I didn't.
I wasn't
This is
expecting.
halal all over again.
I was not expecting to just crit on that power
I
attack.
was not either. I regretted the fact that I made the cognitive decision to make it start spinning your legs before it spun your arms, because if I had done that, that wouldn't have happened. All right, but that's okay, guys. Thanks for watching episode 17. We will be back next week with episode 18 and 19 before the end of the month. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you